What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City Light Project YouTube channel for yet another live fight companion here on the channel. And we are here for the main card of Anthony Pettis FC, APFC, 5 Milwaukee Fight Night 2. Shout out to Brian and Brittany who are at the event right now. That is amazing. And yeah, we're going to get right into it. The first two fighters are being announced in the ring, and we'll get their stats and everything up on the screen in just a moment. Shout out to everyone who supported all the amateur fights too, watching the prelims on YouTube. We'll get right to the commentary here in a sec, folks. Just want to say what's up to those in the comments. What's up, Benjamin? What's up, JL? What's up, Alex? Thank you so much for joining, folks. Alex does good work covering jiu-jitsu and martial arts as well, so go check out her channel. And yes, Bane Davis, bringing the energy right off the bat on the broadcast here. But okay, let's get these fighters up on the screen. Flores against Huardo. Sorry I didn't have time to highlight them, folks. We'll do that for the next few guys. And these guys aren't even listed on Tapology, so there you go. There you go. I don't know if this was a last-minute fight or something, but anyways, this one doesn't even seem to be on Tapology. So there you go. We'll just we'll commentate as we go here, folks, and then we'll bring up the next two on screen. I'll update the ticker though, so you folks can look them up if you want. Oh, and a nice right hand by Huardo in the blue corner. 3 minutes and 56 seconds. This is on Fight Pass, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to follow along. And the last time we did Anthony Pettis Fight Championship, I think we only did the last few fights of it. But it was so much fun. We just did that one on the fly. Shout out to Brian and Brittany again. All right. Yeah, my apologies. I was confused right off the bat at the intro going, and I was like, wait, who the fuck are these guys? They're not even listed. They're not even listed. Oh, another nice shot there by Huardo. Again, Huardo in the blue corner, Flores in the red. Smaller circle cage here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, nice body shot there by Huardo. Huardo piecing up Flores right now. 3 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock. Usually they're pretty good with the regional shows. Usually they're pretty good. 3 minutes on the clock here. What's up, JD? It's good to see you. Yeah, how's everybody doing? How was everyone's weekend? John Jones is at the event. Yeah, Brian and Brittany met him. Oh, a beautiful right hand there by Flores. Go Knights. Tuesday will be our night. The cup will be in Vegas. Jacob, the only Canadian I know who's a Vegas Golden Knights fan, but hey, it's gonna be fun when your team wins the cup. Oh, both of them swinging here. Flores ended up landing a nice left hook, but Huardo landing more of the aggressive shots here. You can shout out to everyone, Hockey from Home as well, and everyone who joined us yesterday for UFC, Friday for one. I mean, it was a huge weekend of martial arts. Oh, a right hand there, stepping right by Huardo. Look at this first fight and already action outside the low kick by Huardo. And Flores returns right back at him. Blocking a lot of those kicks to the body, though, is Flores right now. You can see his torso and his arm on his left side starting to bruise. What is up, everybody? Brittany and Brian are live at APFC. They met John Jones and Anthony Pettis earlier. They said much love to the City Life Project. Also, the kicks are super snappy. Live at ringside. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they sound super snappy. That is awesome. Brittany right now is ringside. Man, maybe we'll be able to spot Brian and Brittany. Whenever you see the cameras come by, you throw a wave at us. Dude, that is awesome, Brittany. That is so cool. You got to meet two legends of the sport. And I know that you say these events are so much fun to go to live. I can't wait to hit up Wisconsin, maybe at the end of the summer or in September for one of their other shows. Overhand right attempt by Flores. And I believe those kicks sound snappy, given that Flores' body right now is starting to welt as well as his arm. Going for a takedown, there's Huardo, and he gets a guillotine attempt by Flores, though. I think he's just using, he's just wrapping around the neck to get back up, but Huardo drags him right back to the ground. Brittany and Brian, again, I hope you're having so much fun there, guys. If Tapology doesn't agree with the promotion is wrong. I was watching, remember the show Ad Hill? Was so funny, man. Pound for pound, best podcast. I don't even know what podcast that is. Yes, Eichel. I think Hoppy and I posted a YouTube video about that. Oh, and back up to the feet here, and Huardo's getting pieced, or Huardo's piecing up Flores right now. Flores is tough as nails, though, because he has been landing some good shots, too, but Huardo's 100% getting the better of him this first round. 20 seconds left. Oh, nice step in right elbow by Flores. Again, shout out to everyone who spent time to watch the prelims today. Support the amateur fighters. Yeah, but you're more of a Toronto fan. You know what I mean? Like, you're not a Vegas fan first, and you're from Toronto. Jacob, is... Well, looks like Flores got hit in the balls there. Jacob is Vegas only. Final few seconds of the round, and Flores taking some time here for his balls to recover. Brittany and Brian, how is tonight going so far compared to past events? Does it feel like they're coming together better and better each event? Great question. The broadcast, again, better than Fury, and Fury's pushing over 100 events with their Challenger Series, their whatever, I don't even know what it's called, Young Guns, whatever, and their numbered events. So shout out to Anthony Pettis. This is their 5th event, their Milwaukee Fight Night 2, and they already have better production than fucking Fury. High kick attempt by Flores. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. GSP had a meet and greet and waited 20 hours. What a beauty. What a beauty. Look for the vibrant red hair, guys. It's me, only one with red hair in the building. John Jones called me Red. He gave me that nickname and also loved Brian and mine tattoos. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye out for the redhead in the audience here, ringside. And again, shout out to one of my friends on MMA Twitter anyways, Ben Davis, very active in the media scene right now. I mean, he's involved with karate combat. He was involved in, I believe, the Fury grappling. He was featured on that. CM Punk punked him, which was hilarious. And now he's also doing commentary here tonight as well. He brought the energy right off the back. Benjamin. If you're like an American in a market where there's no hockey, so Vegas born. I hope they pretend the Panthers get crushed. All right, round 2 coming up here, folks. Again, my apologies for not being able to put the profile of both these guys up on screen. They're not listed. So we'll get the next 2 fighters up there and we'll highlight them. And coming out strong here was Flores with some good combos. Again, for young fighters, I believe they each, like, one of them is making their debut pro, I think, and one only has 1 win. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brittany and Brian, if that's incorrect, as we started the stream and they went right at it. So going for the takedown is Wardo. 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the second round. Watch out for the ginger snap. Meeting John Jones would be sick. Both of those guys, man. Pettis was on a Wheaties box. No, that means nothing to you Canadians. But to Americans, that means something. I'm just joking, Jacob. I've never seen a hockey game. Fuck, we gotta like, Benjamin, you gotta see a hockey. If you're ever like, I know you're probably never gonna come up this way, but if you ever get into like the Midwest states, Wisconsin, fucking, Michigan, Minnesota, like that is in the States anyways, where you go and watch hockey. That's where you find like the true like Southern football fans, but in their element, which they're hockey fans. So that's where to watch it in the States. Canada, you can go to any market. 3 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock here. High kick attempt by Huardo. Again, Huardo just a little bit quicker, hitting a little bit harder, mixing up his kicks a little bit better. 3 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock here in the second round. I would hope meeting John Jones wouldn't make you sick. That'd be very inconsiderate of him. GSP would be up there, but meeting Bilal would be a dream come true. Tell you what, you wouldn't have to wait in line to meet him. Kidding. Poor guy was defending Pena last night in her tweets. Oof, tough look, Bilal. Tough look. 2 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock here in Huardo with another takedown. More just dragging Flores down. That's Jay Herbo's team. Yeah, they're in Northern Alberta. I like Calgary, going to a Calgary barn better personally. What's up, Foul One? Just watching a little Anthony Pettis, buddy. Anthony Pettis FC, that is. APFC. I got to get used to saying APFC. 2 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. And again, shout out to everyone who was watching and supporting the amateurs on Anthony Pettis' YouTube channel as well as the APFC YouTube channel. Full slate of amateurs on the prelims. I wasn't able to watch them as I had a busy day today, but we're here now, and I want to give a shout out to them. Maybe I'll fire some of those amateur fights on later tonight. 1 minute and 54 seconds here, and a good job by Flores at back up to his feet, able to get the more dominant position in the clinch here. We'll see. His events are coming along good. The venue is small this time, but everyone is no more than 20 feet away from the cage, and 2,000 plus here in the building. That's awesome. That's more people than at the last PFL event. I'm not even kidding. That one had like what, 13 to 1,500 or something like that. That's amazing. That is amazing. Shout out to Anthony Pettis. That's amazing. But he's making money whenever he wants to fight in PFL and or box, you know. And now he's got a promotion that he's running, and it's slowly starting to build. So that's pretty cool. And a right and a left there by Huardo on Flores. Flores got to keep his hands up, man. Flores got to keep his hands up. Straight left jab by Huardo. 50 seconds left in this second round. JL, you feed that fire, buddy. You tee me up, and the Coilers will never win a cup as long as McDavid, aka McOverrated, is on their brainwash team. Explain brainwash, because that doesn't make any sense. 150 points in the regular season, just can't get it done when it matters. Oh, and a beautiful combo there by Huardo again. Oh man, he's landing some beautiful shots here, and Flores just keeping his hands down too much. Man, I get you're tired, buddy. I'm trying to go for a Superman punch, and he trips, did Flores. 20 seconds left in this second round. Jokes on you, Jay. Connor has a huge cocaine lineup every single night. Comment of the night so far. If it wasn't for John Jones, there would be a quarter of the people. JL, why are you ripping on... See, this is what I don't get, JL. Oh, JL's mad because I said something, I made a lighthearted joke about Bilal, and now he's ripping the event. It makes no sense. I don't know why you're twisting in a negative way when that is a very smart thing to do by Anthony Pettis. Why not bring a legendary fighter in so that you can sell more tickets for meet and greets? How is that a bad thing? Explain to me why that is a bad thing, especially when Anthony Pettis is close to John Jones, as he said in the intro of the broadcast here. I don't know why that's a bad thing at all, buddy. If anything, that's a very smart move, and that is amazing. And I'm still going to say that is awesome because the PFL, they bring celebrities in. They can't even fucking get a 1,500 plus arena for an actual like numbered event of their season. So JL, I don't understand the hate when this is actually a very smart move on the marketing side. Pretty, that's awesome. So everyone has a great view, easy to see into the cage. If anything, the pretend Panthers are brainwashed. That's a fluke season. Yeah, I didn't have them making the playoffs at all. Brainwash definition, brainwashing the concept that the human mind can be altered. No, but like, why are the Oilers, how is the Oilers team brainwashed? I don't get that. I know what the word means. Thank you very much. All right, round 3, ladies and gentlemen, more from Flores. Never said it was a bad thing. I just pointed out the fact. Good for Pettis. Okay. My apologies for jumping to conclusion, but I mean, usually it's seeped with negativity. There's no hate. Why do you take everything you say in a bad way? Because, like I just said, because historically, 9 times out of 10, it's filled with rage. 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Still waiting on you to cut your hair and dye it blonde. Yeah, well, I couldn't do it today, man. Like, it was a busy day, but hopefully by next weekend. Not hopefully. I'm getting a haircut this week, and then I'm going to try to get the 10K boys. Shout out 10K Takes, Minnesota media outlet. Sorry, JL, by the way. I'm going to try to make some content out of it. 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Because the person I was interacting with on Twitter when we established that. Ooh, high kick there by Huardo. He's one of the founders of 10K Takes. Again, great media outlet here in Minnesota. I'm always respectful and humble. You should know well by now. I'm still learning, Jay. I'm still learning. Oh, straight left jab by Huardo. Flores, I'll give it to him. He's tough here, but Huardo, he should recognize that this guy's almost down and out. He should look for the kill here. Step in elbow attempt by Huardo. And breathing deeply. Looks like he's cut now under the left eye as Flores. Oh, and you know what's crazy about this? Oh my God. So yeah, okay. This is why it's not popping up. Huardo took this fight on short notice. Huardo took this fight on short notice against Flores. Flores was supposed to fight Jonathan Marte. But instead he's fighting, I don't even know his first name, my apologies, Huardo. And Huardo's piecing him up. Isaiah Flores, 0-1 pro MMA record. And I believe Huardo's making his debut, or he has 1-0 record. But regardless, Huardo taking this fight on short notice. Oh, beautiful body shots, man. Left, right. Who's this guy? Khuukhenkhuu? So what was up with Builder last time? He was raising his arms and taunting while he was getting pieced up. Yeah, I recommend listening to... Oh, what a nice knee there by Huardo. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, well, apparently... Kyle Nelson was saying that he wasn't like bothered by that. He figured that like he had nothing else to give, and that was his kind of last ditch effort to try to get Kyle Nelson off his game and to bring him into brawl, which is that I really wanted to, but I was sticking with the game plan. Man, would have laughed if he got knocked out when he raised his arms when taunting. Oh yeah, and I said Kyle Nelson said he really wanted to like jump into the pocket. Oh, the beautiful back take here by Flores. Oh my God, this could be the comeback of the night. This could be the comeback of the night. Flores with the rear naked choke, 1 minute and 31 seconds. Hopped on the back of Huardo. Huardo's been piecing him the fuck up. I mean, look at Flores' leg. Look at Flores' leg. This could be it. It's tight. Rear naked. It's tight. Hooks in. Oh, it's not under the chin. It's not under the chin. It's not under the chin. 1 minute and 16 seconds. Body triangle not even secured yet. Come on, Flores. Lock up that body triangle here, buddy. Lock up that body triangle. This is crazy. Huardo is beat up. His legs are beat up. His face is cut. Not under the chin, though. Dude, APFC, they've got their logo or their initials on their gloves and everything. Let's go. 57 seconds. What a way to end the fight here. Even though I know he's down 2 rounds. He has 50 seconds here. Good job fighting the hands by Huardo. But again, Flores, man, cinch the body triangle, Flores. Cinch the body triangle here. With the body triangle, then he can spread his back out a little bit, you know? Right now, just with the hooks in, and they're not even locked too much, and good job by Huardo. He's pushing his chin down and fighting the hands. And Huardo gets out of it. Top position here. Now takes the back of Flores. Back mount here, and he's beating up Flores. Like I said, body triangle, and he would not have been able to get out of that. But bruised, battered, tired. I get it. Oh, and Huardo just beating him up. Final 10 seconds. Huardo's beating him up here. They're on their feet. Elbow. Punch. Oh, my goodness. Huardo there took his foot off the gas out of respect. Honestly, Huardo took his foot off the gas there out of respect. Like, I beat the fuck out of you. You don't need to take another shot. Wow. I'm gonna finish it! And it's all over! Let's go. Let's fucking go. For the first fight on the main card and was that exciting. And again, guys, this is regional MMA. These are guys making their debut, 0-1 guys. So let's not bash them, okay? Let's not bash them as we go. This ain't the UFC, okay? Shit, this is barely Aris, but exciting nonetheless for regional MMA. I can't ask for anything more. Fun fact, the term brainwash was invented by the CIA as propaganda against China whilst themselves were commencing MK Ultra, attempting to use LSD on UNWAR citizens for mind control. You know, I watched a documentary. I don't even know what like the documentary itself was about. Some like, you know, military. Yeah, was it military and maybe like an espionage style? It was like a 3-part documentary like series, and that little tidbit, they brought that up, but they didn't go into detail on it. That's interesting. Flores is trying to survive. I was defending Pena last night. Then I say Bilal was defending her. And well, man, I have no idea how you can defend Pena. Kyle Nelson, Teepin Builder, while his hands are up. Or kicking? Teepin kicking? Well, his hands were cool. I liked it. Yeah, this is a unanimous decision here. Scratch that. Guardo's trying to survive. Shane is back. Well, it was a good first fight, Shane. It was a good first fight. Okay, so Oscar Guardo, 3-1. Took this fight on short notice. And absolutely destroyed his opponent there. Yeah, Shane, JL, how has you guys' week and weekend been? Ice Viking, what's going on? Ice Viking Canada swept last night, brother. Yes, I don't have my Canadian flag here. It's sitting on my bed. But yes, man. Canada pride. Let's go.
Yeah, that shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
6-0. So crazy up in here. Yeah, what a crazy fight there. Imagine if Flores would have finished that. What a comeback that would have been. Absolutely. Brian, again, thank you so much for joining. And Brittany, our cage side right now at this event. Keep your eye out on the broadcast. The girl with the red hair, that is Brittany. She said that there's nobody else in the venue with red hair. Malott almost got taken out by the hype fans. I know, in Rogers Arena. Fucking falling apart. God damn it, Aquilini. Sell the team or fix the arena, buddy. What's up, West Coast? Because she got her ass kicked in her last fight, dude. And it hurt to watch. All right, Casiano against Choinski? I think that's how you say his name. The bout order on Tapology, by the way, Shane, because I know you're going to comment on it. It is all out of whack, buddy. It is all out of whack. Just heads up. All right, lightweight's coming up here next, and we actually have some guys that we can highlight here, and we'll start our beer bets here, Shane. I'll give my prediction on these fighters too. I want to hear your guys. I know it's regional MMA, but hey. Sick walkout song. Well, Vancouver's cheap and somehow. It has nothing to do with Vancouver. It has everything to do with the Aquilinis. You know this, JL. You know this. You're a smart hockey guy. Why is Pena being an annoying fighter? She actually pulled out herself. Yeah, it's annoying. APFC Minnesota, the day it's announced we're going. Absolutely. Yeah, dude, fuck the Aquilinis. Bilal trains with Pena, so Pena will have support. Yes, our support. Shane have my support, dude. I mean, like, I don't hate Pena by any means, like, and I won't, like, actively root against her, but the shit she was going off about yesterday is comical, and it's just wrong, and it's embarrassing. Like, just stop, Pena. Just stop. You're losing fans doing this. You're losing fans. What's up, Diego? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Our fighters are making their walk into the cage right now. Again, a small circled cage here in a small venue, but 2,000 people showed up. A lot of them showing up to meet John Jones, who is at this event as well. But hey, great move by Anthony Pettis by, employing these meet and greets and getting more people in the door. And you know what? 2,000 people in the small, I was going to say arena, but this small venue, more than the PFL had for theirs, right? Which is absolutely amazing. Shane, there are on this main card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? 11 on the main card? 10. My apologies, 10. By the way, folks, let's set the like goal let's set it at 30. We got like 15 to 20 people watching for regional MMA for APFC. I appreciate it, guys. We do like play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction. Most importantly, interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. We appreciate you all. Let's try to get to 30 likes tonight. We've been hitting our goals on the likes of the last few days. So if we can get to 30 likes by the end of this stream, that would be awesome. And we have 10 fights to get it done. Again, shout out to everyone who's joined us throughout this weekend. One championship, UFC, PFL, and now the one I've been looking forward to, because there's just something special about watching the prospects and seeing just some of them, not necessarily abandon game plans, but just try to show off their virtuoso martial arts. She's been talking Chael style. She knows she didn't actually have a chance in the third Nunes fight. She was just building it for the best payout for both, and now for her next fight. Shane is picking Mark Choinski. All right, let's quickly highlight them here. We got George Casiano making his debut. He's 4-1 in his last 5 fights, though, on the regional scene. Yeah, Buddy's got UFC shorts here. Buddy's got UFC shorts. 4-1 as an amateur. Mark Choinski, 2-0 as a pro, and he is 3 and I don't know what that is. 27 years old, out of Milwaukee. 2-0 as a pro. 1 no contest and 1 win as an amateur. Unanimous decision and TKO for Mark Choinski and George Casiano. Let's see how he defeated his opponents here on the amateur scene. Submission and submission 1, 2, 3, 2 KOs and a split decision. You know what, Shane? I'll go head to head with you. Fuck it. I know the Milwaukee boy in front of his hometown is probably stoked, but I'm going with Casiano for the beer bet, Shane. I have actually no confidence in that pick. All right, round 1.
Let's get it all.
I'll catch up here in the comments in just a sec, folks, but we're going to commentate on this fight a little bit and appreciate everybody joining. Like the video. Let's get this to 30 likes. All right, Casiano in the UFC shorts in the blue corner with a body kick there against Choinski. Choinski? How do I pronounce that name, Benjamin? Choinski? Okay, I just heard the broadcast. In the red corner. I imagine Choinski's the favorite here. Home for the title shot. No, it's because her last fight sucked and I don't know, she's talking a little too much. Oh, nice right hand by Choinski there. I have no hate towards Pena. Like I said, rewind the tape. Again, JL, rewind the tape. You'll hear it. I literally said that. Oh, and Casiano just dropped Choinski now. And a beautiful job by Choinski taking this fight to the ground. Both of them landed some good shots on each other on the feet early, but Choinski, broadcaster, just highlighted that he is a wrestler. And here, almost got into full mount there, but Casiano, good job by scrambling. Casiano trying to get back up to his feet right now, but a back take here by Choinski. Back take here by Choinski. Oh, a nice left hand from the back. I think he has a right hook in, and he's looking to get that left hook in. Yeah, he's got the right hook in on the back here. Looking to get that left hook in is Choinski. Oh, beautiful elbows and hammerfish to the side of the head here. Back mount, both hooks in. Back mount, flatten him out. Hard shots to the side of the head. Again, trying to spin out of this. Spins into full mount there, but dodges an elbow. But again, beautiful grappling here by Choinski as he gets the back and he's locking up a rear naked choke. Oh, it looks like he has one hand. That's free. Okay, this is it. It's under the chin. It's under the chin. It's under the chin. This is it. He's going to tap. He's going to tap. And that is it.
Look at the finish it.
Mr. UFC Shorts just got rear naked choked. But hey, they each landed a good shot on each other. All right, sorry, folks. Let me get back to some of these comments here quick. Again, don't hate Pena. I don't want to trash her. I just, like many of the MMA fans, I'd say the majority of them, some of her latest tweets have just been annoying. And she wouldn't have beat Nunes if they fought again. It would have been a lot like what we saw with Aldana. Bigfoot Silva lost his fight yesterday, of course, but thank God by decision he retires again. What a legend. Let's hope he fucking stays retired. I thought he wasn't even going to fight again. I thought it was just going to be a grappling match. Glad he didn't take too much damage, and I hope no commission, even in Russia, lets him fight again. Remember the show is Bilal's show with the Anik brothers and his sidekicks. Remember the name, remember the show. I got it. Now I'll remember. Jail Trash and Penny would be very easy, but that's not what I was doing. I was explaining how Matt was simply being a mark. Regardless of how Bilal is a fighter, can you at least recognize that Remember the Show is objectively not good? Let's go Milwaukee, Mark the Shark. Oh, love the jersey. Love the jersey. I want Natalia Silva to KO Pena later down the line. Phenomenal is a stretch. The guy refuses to even say naughty words. I will give the podcast a chance. I've not heard it, so I'm not going to dog it. But let's just say his appearance wasn't the best on Joe Rogan as far as some of the other UFC fighters. Hell, even Jillian Robertson's was better. Just regular. Okay. All right. Well, Benjamin's not a fan. JL's a super fan. I will listen to it tomorrow while I'm working. Sometimes I have podcasts and radio going while I'm working, and I'll let you guys know on Tuesday for The Ultimate Fighter what my thoughts are, because I work in the podcast industry. I used to own a podcast company. I've worked with fucking probably hundreds and hundreds of podcast creators. Yeah, and I literally do podcast consulting. I can tell you in the first minute 30, if the podcast is subjectively or objectively good. The FF16 pre-launch party is live streaming right now, but I picked Anthony Pettis FC5. Oh, the Final Fantasy. Well, Shane, I appreciate you picking fighting here. Look at that, Shane. One of us. Yeah, Shane, I have my roommate's family. They invited me to have dinner with them. They got the whole beautiful spread of food upstairs, and I was like, I'm good with my little chicken salad that I haven't even eaten yet because I was late to jumping on the stream. And I'm so much of a fight junkie that I wanted to watch this promotion. All right, the next two fighters are making their walk to the cage right now. We will highlight them in just a moment. We'll see. I don't pump my tires on too many things, but I will say, I know my stuff when it comes to podcasts. Not necessarily when it comes to my own, because hey, I care more about my clients' podcast and my company back in the day. But yeah, we'll see. Hey, maybe if it's as bad as Benjamin is making it out to me, maybe Bilal can hire me. Maybe I can get some more work, helping clean up Bilal's podcast. Again, I haven't heard it yet, so I don't know if it needs to be cleaned up. But JL, how cool would that be? A little city life connection there. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes. Especially on podcasts when it's like, when there's that freedom to do it outside of being often, off air. But I'm sure Anik and then the people on there, are a little bit more liberal with their words. I don't use naughty words. I think not cussing is a good thing. I'm like, I'm indifferent. It's just funny the words he uses in replacement, I guess. And again, that's just me. I mean, yeah, Benjamin's he's clean cut as well, and I respect him for that. But yeah, some of the words he uses to replace the bad words, it makes me chuckle, man. It makes me chuckle. It's like a child. That flipping thing. It's cute. It's cute. Take advantage while you can. Mark my words. Brady will submit JDM. West Coast doesn't like Bilal's podcast either. Again, good to see you, West Coast. Comparing Oliveira and Brady, they lost to one guy and everyone just doubted them. If Bilal hired Isha to run his show with Bilal while Bilal just spoke, I'd watch again. No, the podcast not PG besides Bilal. Oh, I mean, again, off the top of my head, like flipping, no G, just IN. It was just funny because Joe Rogan didn't like make fun of him for it by any means, but he's just like, oh, like he just brought up that he didn't curse, right? And And look, and I respect his reasoning. It's just funny that like he inserted other words that were, and some were like, what the heck? And, and I say heckin' and things like that too. The older I get, I try to eliminate the swearing on live streams. I'm a little unhinged. I get it. But just some of them just made me chuckle. And I've heard them on interviews and stuff too. And just some of them are just like childish and not like childish as disrespectful, but like literally like children words, gibberish words that are cute. I'll let you pick, and I'll pick the opposite for the head-to-head. Sounds good. Again, Ice Viking, it's good to see you. I have Nemkov and Patricio Freire parlay for Bellator next week. Almost even money, dude. Bellator is just such a crazy promotion to bet on. Tony, I don't think Kebab even curses Khabib. This is number one bullshit. All right, we're going to highlight the fighters quickly since they are already in the cage. Shout out to APFC, keeping things rolling. Sergio Tank Plascencia, 2-1 in his pro MMA career. He is 4-1 in his last 5 fights, including amateur fights. He is 24 years of age. Fights at a BJJ Academy. 2-1 in APFC. One via rear naked. Both of his wins have been via rear naked choke. His only loss was split decision, and he went 6-0 on the amateur scene. His opponent, Alex Moise, making his pro debut. He's 2-3 in his last 5 fights on the amateur scene. He's 5-6 as an amateur. 3 KO, TKO, 2 submission. Won his last fight via guillotine choke in the first round. So he's got some submissions as well. Shane, I'm going with the tank on this one. Locking it in. The boy from Chicago, Illinois against Grass Valley, California. He looks like he's from Grass Valley. Looks like he runs the Grass Valley, if you catch my drift. All right. Round 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get it on.
And keep the conversations coming, guys. I absolutely love it. Oh, and already going for the takedown is Plascencia. Back up to his feet is Moise. Again, I'm going to update the ticker on the bottom of the screen here. Whoops. 125ers here, folks. 4 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Clinching up against the cage. Plascencia against Mosier. Is that how you say his name? Mosier? I'm French, okay? Mosier. Still working that aggressive clinch game. Oh my God, I think I just saw Brittany in the crowd. No fucking way. I literally just in the corner, one of the camera views. What's up, Brittany? 4 minutes on the clock here. And a good reversal by Mosier. Now looking to get a back take here. And he does. He climbs right on his back like a little spider monkey that he is. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful back take. What a beautiful back take. Hey, I want to get back to your comments here, guys, in just a moment. And now looking for the rear naked chokes. Standing is Plascencia. And going for the rear naked choke is... Oh, and he lets it go. He lets it go. But he's still on his back right now. Backpack. With Mosier's back up against the cage. Body triangle secured. He's going full Charles Oliveira up in this mouth. Yoel will cruise to a loss by decision. I hope not. I love Yoel. I'm convinced him and Yao Ming were the 2 athletes who were created in a lab. Separate labs, but a lab nonetheless. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in this first round. Why wasn't Aldana throwing? You think she let Nunes win for a happy ending? No. I don't believe in any of that conspiracy shit. All that shit. These fighters need to make money. They need to win to make money, right? I think she was starstruck and respected her too much. And like I said going into it, I didn't think she was as good as Nunes. There's fucking levels to this game. Nunes found the timing instantly and it was over. I'm gonna give you... No, I can definitely... Like I said, I work in the industry, buddy. I can give you an opinion in the first minute and 30 seconds. And put it this way, podcasting is 90% production in the beginning to bring in new listeners. So maybe, it gets good 3 in once you get to know them and stuff, but that doesn't make it a good podcast, right? Podcasts, it's like you need to, retention is key, right? Just like YouTube these days, but audio, it needs to be something a little special. And usually people who listen to podcasts are a little bit more flexible with like they'll give audio a little bit more of a runway, a little bit more time versus video that they click off really quickly. 1 minute and 44 seconds on the clock. Doesn't matter if the host is a big name or not. Podcasts, I can let you know if it's going to be a good one or bad one. Now, there's some exceptions. Don't get me wrong. There's some like indie podcasts that are like shitty recorded that I'm like, oh, they got potential, but like there's a reason they got low numbers. 1 minute and 22 seconds, in comparison to, those who they're competing with. And a good reversal again by Mosier. Back up to his feet here and just laying a beat down on Plascencia. Dude, what is in the grass in Grass Valley is what I want to know. What is in the grass of Grass Valley? Back up to his feet is Plascencia, and he's pissed, and he's landing some big shots here. Plascencia pacing up Mosier. He lands a kick. Does that hit him in the face? He lands a kick and drop Mosier. 52 seconds left. Now he's going for the rear naked choke, and he might get it. Is this under the chin? I can't see. Oh, shit, it's deep. This could be it. 44 seconds left. What a comeback. And there's a tap. Holy fuck.
Gonna finish it. And it's all over.
You didn't need John Jones to sell tickets for this. This is an entertaining regional show. Oh my goodness. What a comeback. What a comeback, folks. What a reversal. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Shane thought he was going to win that one. I thought Shane was going to win that one. Oh my goodness. Jay, you might be right about Yoel. I think I've seen 3 or 4 retweet episodes personally. Episodes personally. I remember at least seeing the episode with Kayla Harrison and Felice Herrig. Oh, okay. Like I said, I'll give it a chance. I got some homework. Well, the episode with Hill was funny. Hell yeah. Oh, so they're a guest heavy podcast. I got you. Which is good. All I'm saying is the fact Bilal is able to be an elite fighter and run an amazing podcast, he is superhuman. Again, your love for Bilal and Jared Gordon is inspiring. Not to become a fans of theirs necessarily, but to be a fan of sports. He has a way with words, all right. Fiddlesticks. Damn that up kick. Beautiful. Well, the tables have turned. Inspiring. I want to be as passionate towards the sports teams and fighters that I love as much as you're passionate towards Bilal and Jared. Wow, what a comeback there. What a comeback. And being interviewed in the center of the ring right now is Sergio Plascencia. And he said, I was just being patient. He has a little bit of a gash above his right eye, too. I don't know if that happened in the fight or not, but... So, patient, waited to take his moment, and he got the finish. What do you got to say to your supporters? He said, this is my show. I feel like Bilal's podcast, you must love Fat John and Thompson's weighing in podcast. Ooh. So it's on that level. Again, I haven't listened to it yet. I'm going to give it a chance because, hey, JL likes it. We'll take it. We'll take a listen. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Thompson and Big John's podcast at all. And it sucks because, like, I feel like Big John as a guest on other people's podcasts has had incredible segments, has an incredible thoughts. He's because he tries less. He's just himself, right? But on his podcast, he like thinks he's like God tier, and it's just and then just their bashing of the UFC over and over and over again. It's like, guys, like, what are you, Ariel Helwani? Come on, as Helwani would say. How about this is why Pena's celebrating when she beat Nunes? That one man, I don't know. Look, Pena beat Nunes in that fight. She shocked the world. I'm not surprised, motherfucker. She stole Nate Diaz's line there too, but that's okay. I got nothing against Pena. It just, I am in the side of, yeah, she was annoying last night. Just when, and if Nunes wasn't as much of a legend as she was and is in female mixed martial arts, if she was just like, if she was just a good fighter, not a legendary fighter, again, in women's mixed martial arts that Pena had a rivalry with, and she was going full scorched earth on her there, honestly, I probably would have liked it. But like, there's only one fighter that could go after a legendary fighter and actually like, you know, split the fan base on like who are we actually rooting for, and that's Chael Sonnen. Like I was like one of the biggest Anderson Silva fans on the planet outside of Brazil, right? And I even still like I found myself rooting for Chael in that fight, just because he's the GOAT as far as the talker, reading the room and being able to win over those, even in those unwinnable situations. Pena, I'm sorry. You took a shot and you fucking missed last night. Big time. Oh, how the turntables. Oh, how the tables have turned. Yeah, I can't stand him either. Based. Let's go. I just found out what based means. I feel like I'm getting old. I don't know the fucking lingo these days, guys. All right. Keilen Fantroy against Khuukhenkhuu out of Mongolia. Oh, you know who I'm gonna pick. I'm on the Mongolian fighter train right now. Again, I haven't heard it yet, JL. Well, yeah, I mean, if she's going up against Pennington, yes, she is. Probably. She's better than Raquel Pennington. Unless watch Pennington just hold her up against the cage in textbook Pennington fashion. I don't know. I think Pena's better than Pennington. But, like, do they really have any challenges at 135? Wait till Shevchenko comes. Though, if Shevchenko doesn't win the rematch against Grasso, I would love to see her just move up and just dominate all those women. I'm 100% indifferent on the next time. I don't care who is fighting for that belt. I just don't care. I'm going to watch it just as a general MMA fan. What a comeback fight, bro. Indeed. Oh, in Abu Dhabi? In front of a whole crowd of those who devout Muslims like him? Of course he would. Oh, wait, that wasn't in Abu Dhabi. My apologies. That was in Miami. Wait, did he win over the crowd in Miami? I think you're fucking with me. I know he did in Abu Dhabi. Penny lives 20 minutes away from you and I can't stand her cringe. She can't believe half the shit coming out of her mouth. Yeah, and that's the thing, West Coast. Like, and that's what I said there in a moment. If it was just a rival of hers who was the champion, you know what I mean? And wasn't legendary status. And like, it would be more comical and I'd have time for it. But like, especially when someone, again, in women's mixed martial arts with the status, with the stature, with the resume of Nunes, it's such a swing and a miss, right? And it's so cringe. Shane's got the Mongolian fighter. Me too, buddy. I think me too. All right, let's highlight the fighters here. I'm getting behind on the comments. I wrote the Ruz Mazzagatti was actually a good referee. Bellator is legitimate as UFC. All silly quotes from Big John. Silly quotes from Thompson. I got hit a lot. I have CTE. Pennington's 100% better than Pena. Oh, there you go. Pennington's recent fights. So look at John Jones in the fedora sitting next to Anthony Pettis there. Pennington hasn't been in that many recent exciting fights. I know her striking is better than Pena. I don't know about her jiu-jitsu. Again, I'm not saying like I don't know about her jiu-jitsu. Like I actually don't know, but she is good at clinching on the feet. Do you think Oliveira finishes Gamera in the first or even finishes? Oh yeah, Gamera, yeah. I have no idea who's ripping on Pena, JL. I was born in the 80s. We shorted words. This new generation make up their own words and change definitions because we are offended. Well, didn't based mean high on cocaine and now it means cool? JL, this is why do you do this to me? First with Jared Gordon, now Bilal. It's like, I respect the passion, but you're trying to make me say bad things about them, and I don't want to, and I'm not going to. I think you're on the wrong fight. Am I? Oh, my apologies, Shane. My apologies. Wrong black fighter. Penny isn't cringe. She's building. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with that. If she's building her brand, buddy, she's doing a terrible job right now. She's building her brand as a cringe. If her brand is being built off this moment, again, swing and a miss in this moment, buddy. Swing and a miss. Why not free? Well, free base is crack, isn't it? All right, we got Datrelle Kozeluh against Darius Miller. Kozeluh 3-0 in his pro MMA career. Darius Miller making his pro debut. I'm going with Kozeluh as well, Shane. Before we update the ticker on the bottom of the screen, let's quickly just highlight these guys. And again, round one's about to begin.
Let's get it on.
And a quick takedown attempt there by Miller. Miller in the blue, Kozeluh in the red. Datrelle Kozeluh, like I said, 3-fight win streak. 2-19 guy. Who the fuck is that guy? Oh my goodness, Ernest Walls. And yeah, 8-2 on the regional. Darius Miller, though, who initially went in for the takedown, now his back's up against the cage here, 30 seconds in, and Kozeluh looking for the takedown. But Miller might reverse him here, and Kozeluh ending up on top position. Making his pro debut is Miller. 3 submissions, 1 decision on the regional. 4-2 on the regional. And looking to take Miller's back now is Kozeluh, and no. Miller rolling to his back now, but Kozeluh in modified half guard side control. And again, we'll get back to the comments here in a sec, folks. Bro, I just talked to and got a pick with the great Bilal Muhammad. Well, there you go. There you go. JL is swooning right now. Remember the name. And I will never forget the podcast after this conversation. 3 minutes and 27 seconds on the clock here. Oh, Colby's cringe. Colby's cringe, but Colby backs it up in the cage. More so. I mean, like, I'm sorry, you can't compare. Like, Colby... We comparing women's MMA to men's now? Like, relative dominance, buddy. I'm a fan of Colby's fights. I'm not necessarily a fan of all his mic antics. And let's be honest, his antics worked. Whether I liked it or not, it worked. Pena's, it's not working right now because you are her only fan. 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Like, only fan of that. Of what and Bilal, I guess not the you're only you and Bilal are her own are the ones supporting there or her there. Back mount here and looking for the rear naked choke is Kozeluh. Spinning to his back now is Miller. 2 minutes and 22 seconds. You'd think JL is actually from Chicago, not Canada. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Modified half guard side control again, but absolute domination so far in this fight has been Kozeluh, and ironically was Miller who went in for the takedown to start. Miller closed half guard there. We just opened it up now, but 1 minute 53 seconds. He was really singling out the left leg of Kozeluh. making it hard for him to try to pass. But Kozeluh not even look like he's looking to necessarily pass right now, just posture up here. And now he has his right knee planted, so he has some leverage there to throw that left hand to the body. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. JL's picking blue shorts. Sorry, I missed that. No, but and based are two very different things. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I looked up Urban Dictionary and it said based, which was a modern term that people are using as cool, or I don't know, a positive term. And then it said, but also commonly used referring to someone who's high on cocaine. So I'm just going by the Webster's, or not Webster's, but the Urban Dictionary. Oh, and some nice shots in back mount here by Kozeluh. He might finish this fight. This could be it. This could be it. We're going to see 3 finishes. Or I guess the first fight we didn't see a finish, but we were close to a finish there. 2 finishes in a row, I should say. 45 seconds left in this first round. Look for the back. He has the back. Trying to roll into full mount. There was Miller, and he rolls into guard there as Kozeluh repositions. I already said, Shane. I said Datrelle Kozeluh. Is my chair worth $30? Yes, it is. 10 fights total. Looking for an armbar with 10 seconds left. You don't think he's going to get it, is Kozeluh. Now looking for a triangle. Not even a triangle, just half of Miller's hair is tangled up in the triangle. And that's it for the first round. Man, I mean, you could work that jiu-jitsu, and Kozeluh could be maybe the first fighter to submit his opponent by hair pull via triangle choke. Hernan, UFC Fight Pass. You of all people should have it. Come on. That is awesome. Yeah, hey, send me any pictures from the events, and I'll share them on a video on the channel or on our next live stream. I know Brian sent me some from the last time you guys hit up APFC. Yeah, Brittany met John Jones as well. Cool is implied in based, but based does not mean cool. Okay. West Coast. Yeah. Agree to disagree, JL. But hey, like I said, now, so Jared Gordon, Israel Adesanya, like, I don't even think JL likes Leon Edwards anymore, so I'm chucking that one out the window. he's done with Leon Edwards. So it goes Pena, Bilal, Jared Gordon, and Israel. Those are who you're riding and dying with. Respect. So just running around here. Also, round 2, folks.
Let's get it all.
I like Sergio Pettis. I like Leon, but not a fan. I'm a fan of Leon. All right, how could you be a fan of Leon? How of course, you're a Bilal fan. There's no way you can like Leon. Sorry, that you can be a fan of Leon. 4 minutes on the clock here in the second round. And ass to the canvas, back to the cage right now is Miller. As Kozeluh's in the top position. 3 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock. 1 Bilal, 2 Israel, 3 Chandler, 4 Gordon, 5 Volk. No. 1 Pena, 2 Bilal, 3 Israel. Come on. Based essentially means courageously standing on principles. For example, conservatives called Trump based for standing up to the corruption in DC. Whether you agree or not is irrelevant, for example. Okay, I got you. Rigo's been a little loose with the meaning of the term then. Half his videos would be how based is Manel Cap actually? Which, by the way, shout out to Rigo who took Keon Kimura's fucking how good is this fighter actually, and making it how based is this fighter actually. Oh my god, I love Rigo's shit. May not be everyone's cup of tea, but I love Rigo's channel. Shout out to you, Rigo. Keep crushing it, buddy. Fellow Canadian as well. Top position still by Kozeluh. I was hoping for a finish in that first round, because now it's just a wrestling match. And Darius looking for a straight armbar there, doesn't get it, and Kozeluh gets right back into mount now. Well, hits pretty much mount. He does have his left hook in here, but if Miller spins on his back or gives up his back here, he can easily get the mount. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, it's incredible. Have you seen Rigo's channel at all, Benjamin? He's pretty good. He's pretty good. And YouTube like demonetized him like right away, based off of his content. I would say it's edgier than Guru, but it's very much comedy based. Whereas Guru's like edgy but kind of serious. You know what I mean? Because he actually gives good advice or good examples and makes good content. Full mount here by Kozeluh, 1 minute and 45 seconds. But yeah, Rigo is very much comedy based, and I dig it. And he's got some good supporters too, because he's like streaming and posting content every day now, despite, again, YouTube not liking his channel. One minute and 20 seconds on the clock. Why are Dagestani fighters claiming Islamophobia if you think they lost or aren't a fan? Like I love Bilal, but do not like Khabib or Islam. They're quite sensitive, aren't they? They are a sensitive and ravenous fan base. 1 minute left in the second round. Just on fire glowed and he said every right, and he had every right to do so. He told us all to bet on Charles, and some people didn't listen. Man, he's very intelligent. Picking UFC wins. He's okay. I got nothing against Jesse on Fire. Not one of the channels that like just I go to all the time. We all have our, I don't know, type of content we list that we consume, but nothing against him. He's a bigger YouTube channel than me, right? So nothing but respect on the content side, but as a consumer, not my cup of tea. 15 seconds left. And anyone gloating about Oliveira beating Darius, it's like it was so close. And everyone who made a breakdown, oh, look at this back control and some strikes to the side of the head, but this is going to go to the third round. Like it makes no sense to gloat about it at all, because it was such an even line going in anyways. And I feel like I had a very good rundown and explanation. I feel like Guru did. I feel like I didn't listen to Jesse's, but I'm sure he did. James Lynch had a good one. I mean, everyone kind of said the same thing, right? Everyone kind of said, like, this is the path to Charles's victory. This is the path to Benil's victory. And Charles, he took that path to victory, right? So props to him. But yeah, that fight, I don't think people can like have any like right to gloat about, right? The first time I heard bass was in 2014 when college gamers called Christian Hoffsummer's based mom for being a left-leaning feminist, calling out the inaccuracies of Gamergate. Oh, interesting. So I've never heard that term until 2023. Hey, was that Bilal Muhammad on the broadcast, or? Oh no, he just passed by and said what was up to them. All right, third and final round here, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get it all.
And right away, Miller going for the clinch again. I mean, this guy's been honestly losing the grappling battle. I don't know why he keeps doing this, but runs to it there. He gets the takedown, but he hasn't been doing much with his takedowns. Have you seen the similarities between Castro and Trudeau conspiracy theory that Castro, his father, records show they were in the same area at the time of conception? That's hilarious. Yeah, I have some family in the States who are like, let's say, like they just like They rile themselves up with politics for no reason, or like for the reason of just like getting angry about it, letting it just ruin their fucking day. And I mean, like the amount of shit that I get. Oh, you're so glad. I'm so glad you left Canada because of blah, 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 this. And I'm just like, dude, I hate Trudeau just like the next, like just as much as the next guy. But like, I'm not abandoning, you know, reality. And let's be honest, the Conservatives lost in Canada because all those fucking idiots, and if you're one of them, you're a fucking idiot, who voted for the PPC. You split votes in over 70 ridings. It is your fault Trudeau's in. All those idiots who voted for the PPC, I have the receipts. I documented every single riding that they split the votes of the Conservatives. You are the reason Trudeau won. He played the game and he played you all. So anyone who voted for PPC, you have no right to bitch about Canada right now. It is your fault. It is literally your fault. We all have the receipts. It's all online. It's everywhere. So there's my little political rant for the night. 3 minutes on the clock here. And Miller, just when I said wasn't winning any grappling exchanges at all, is actually getting the better of Kozeluh here. There you go. There you go, Jay. Jay, you better not have voted for PPC. Talk about brainwashed. And then there was a fucking French guy leading it too. Like, are you kidding me? Conservative Canadians siding with a guy from Quebec. Like, it's so funny. And all those ones are the ones who are all angry and butthurt. It's all your fault, guys. It's all your fault. 2 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock. And in the full guard of Kozeluh is Miller. Sorry for the political talk there. I'll keep my frustrations off MMA streams from now on. I can already see the mean comments coming in. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Mind you, if there was a lot more to comment on, I wouldn't go off track here, but it's been a pretty boring third round compared to the other two fights. It started off in the first round exciting here, but yeah, Miller winning this third round, surprisingly enough, in the full guard of Kozeluh. And just Kozeluh doing a good job on defense here. Miller's not necessarily employing much damage, but Kozeluh has done little to nothing in this round. That election wasn't even in 2016. It was literally the last election. It was in 2020 or 2021. So, again, I don't know how old you are, but you can vote at 18 in Canada. One minute and 22 seconds. Going for, what is this, an armbar here? 1 minute and 17 seconds left. DKO says WTO MMA. What's going on, WTO MMA? 1 minute left in this third and final round here. And again, Miller, not a good first and second round at all. And I was being critical of him. Like, why are you going for the grappling in this third round when you were losing the grappling this whole time? Hey, getting the better of Kozeluh, who's maybe gassed. Hell yeah, JL. Hell yeah. 40 seconds left in the third round. Yeah, JL hitting up Australia after this, or after college. Atta boy. Which is like just hotter Canada with crazier people. Aussies and Canada are like cousins. Aussies and Canadians. They're the crazy cousins, though. Australia is like Canada's Florida. in the best possible ways. And this third round is going to come to a close.
Looking to finish it! And it's all over!
You train with Kozeluh? Dude, let's fucking go. That's awesome, buddy. WTO MMA, that's awesome. I mean, I think he won this fight. I think he won the first and second round easily. Miller definitely out-grappled him in the third, but that's awesome, WTO MMA. Yeah, Bilal's at this event, man. The stars are here tonight. Absolutely. Bilal Muhammad and John Jones. Dude, shout out to Anthony Pettis, man. Doing this smart. Slow build, but seemingly more interest with every event too. And this is only the 5th one, and he already has some scheduled. Hopefully one comes to Minnesota so we can go cover it live, which would be awesome. Imagine the railing crushed Malott last night. Worst thing to happen in MMA. Oh man. It would have like, that story would go down in like lore in MMA if that happened. And again, us Canucks fans, that's where the Vancouver Canucks of the National Hockey League play in Rogers Arena. We all hate our owner right now because he's a moron and he's not a good human. Like there's bad business practice from him. There's kind of inhumane practice towards his employees, which I believe there's still ongoing lawsuits. Like there's some really shitty things that are going on with his family. Like, I mean, his daughter has a restraining order against him, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's still active, but like it got pretty messy during like him and his wife's divorce, and he really doesn't care about the fans of the Vancouver Canucks. And so last night, the arena falling apart, that just was fuel to the fire from the fan base of Vancouver Canucks and Canucks media that were just ripping him and the arena last night. So that was amazing. And yes, getting announced as the winner was Kozeluh. They're friends, dude. Land Bilal, dude. How did Pettis land Bilal? Dude, Pettis is way more of a superstar than Bilal will ever be. I shouldn't say that. Bilal might win the belt. I believe they're friends, right? I mean, the MMA community is pretty tight. I don't know if for a fact if they're super close, but I know Pettis and Jones are close, so they must be close just from their time, and this bubble of MMA is not too big, right? Canada over Brazil. We didn't lose any of our fights, and we didn't leave during the main event. Absolutely. And they cheered Charles Oliveira like he was a Canadian. He said that the Vancouver crowd, the Canadian crowd, like it made him feel like he was in Brazil, which is amazing. Marc-Andre earned fight of the night, but I'm shocked Ariel's lookalike didn't get a bonus. Yeah, me too. Guru was really surprised. I listened to his breakdown after the night as well. He was surprised too. It was a beautiful knockout. And I mean, Phony Turgeston in our chat last night, he wasn't a fan of the Barriou fight, but I thought that was not one of the best fights, but like the pace that those guys were fighting at was pretty incredible. Yeah, Shane, some of the railings on some of the railings looking over the walkout tunnel broke on the top and side, and fans fell down. Minor injuries to some of the fans at Rogers Arena there, and fans and the gate almost landed on a fighter when he was making his walkout. So the Aqua Loonies, all they care about is them loonies, and they need to go. They need to sell the team. Sloppy win. Hey, I'll give it to him. He won the first 2 rounds quite dominantly. Again, I don't want to dog too much these regional fighters here. Bilal become champ. No hate to Leon, but I've been a Bilal fanboy since my first event I watched, which was Bilal. That was your first event that you watched a Bilal, and you were a diehard Bilal fan? Man, please tell me you've gone back and watched more of his fights. Look, now I understand, because that was his best fight. That was Bilal's best fight. And that's not even me being disrespectful, because I know JL's going to try to twist it like that. That was his best. That's when I was like, oh, Bilal's actually a good fighter, not just a grappler up against the cage, right? He's not the welterweight male version of Raquel Pennington, like that's when I was like, this guy's got some fucking hands. This guy can actually, beat up a Vicente Luque, who is a really, really fun striker and a talented striker and a guy who's got a lot of power. But okay, so you don't understand the pain we went through watching this guy do not too much in his fights leading up to that one. So that makes a lot of sense now. Marc-Andre said he drove from Florida to Ontario, then flew to Vancouver. Man, he is a professional, saving money. The Canadians are smart. Yeah, and he brought his dogs too, right? He brought his dogs too. Picking the Mongolian fighter too, says Shane, walking it in. Like I said, I became a fan in 2022, and Bilal was the first guy I saw, man. He wowed me. You only have been a fan of this in 2022? Damn, dude. Yeah, but I feel like you can't be like that much of a super fan without knowing the history of your fighter. I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm just saying, like, I thought you were riding and dying with him from the very beginning. You're like, don't worry, guys. I know he's gonna be good. And then when that Luque fight happened, you were like, see, remember the name. I've been following him since forever. I literally thought that that's the type of fan you were with him, like Jared Gordon, because I know you've watched every single Jared Gordon fight. I've went back and watched every Jared Gordon fight to get on your level, buddy. But that makes a lot of sense. Okay, you have. Okay, good. Hey, like I said, respect. Can't say it's the same level of fandom towards him, but respect. How long have you been watching MMA, JL? Like, since the GSP days too? All right, next fighters coming up here. Let's highlight them. We have Katan Batar Khuukhenkhuu. Katana, his nickname, against Keilen Fantroy. Crash Keilen Fantroy. Keilen Fantroy, 4-5 in his pro MMA career. He's won his last 2 fights, but he is 3-2 in his last 5 fights. The Mongolian, 2-0 in his pro MMA career. However, he's 5-0 in his last 5 fights, including amateur bouts. 1-0 in LFA. That's where he made his debut. And then he beat a 0-12 guy in the first round in his last fight on the amateur scene, where he actually fought in Anthony Pettis FC as an amateur. He went 3-0 as an amateur. Fantroy, again, 4-5 pro MMA career. 1 KO, TKO, 2 submissions, 1 decision, 0-1 on LFA, 4-1 in Dynasty Combat Sports on a 2-fight win streak in DCS. He's fought in DCS, I mean, it's not the best promotion, but it's not bad. They put on quite a bit of shows. 2-5. He beat a 6-17 guy, and then a 3-1 guy. Not bad. Yeah, Shane, I'm going with the Mongolian fighter as well. Let's go, baby. Katana, what a sick nickname, too. All right, round 1, ladies and gentlemen. Live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. If I miss your comments live, we will get right back to them, so keep them coming. Let's try to get this video to 30 likes here today. 4 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock here. And Fantroy with the takedown. Explosive takedown here by Fantroy. Easily passing the guard into half guard here. Ooh, and this is a little tongue-in-cheek, but like it really is the difference between both these guys. I feel sorry that you don't have that you didn't get to watch Silva through that era, man, because he like, and again, no disrespect to Bilal, but like Silva had way more to love than Bilal. But again, I respect the loyalty, but like it's just funny watching like Silva my whole life that like Bilal is to you what Silva was to me, just because like Silva was almost not real. He was so good. Like that was insane. But again, like the passion, I get it. And like the following, I get it. When you love your fighter, you love the fighter. It's just funny that like the kids these days they have Bilal Muhammad while I was really spoiled then. I feel very spoiled and honored that I got to follow Silva. I knew Ronda and Connor, but never watched their fights. But like I said, the event I watched from the start to end was Bilal dusting and bullying Luque. So that was your first big event? Man, you're honestly, JL, I honestly thought you've been watching MMA like your whole life. GSP's my GOAT. He's Canadian, the welterweight GOAT until Bilal does the same. GSP staying. Well, Bilal's never doing the same, so GSP's going to stay there. How can you not? For so many reasons, but I don't want to come across as disrespectful, because it's not disrespectful. He's so far down the line of the greats. You know what I mean? I guess you don't know what I mean because you haven't watched them all. Sorry, we're taking away from this fight here. Arm triangle choke here for the Mongolian, and he's sinking it in. He's in side control. Because so now I know I've just watched more MMA than you have. That's all. Not to say that I have a better eye for it. I'm smarter. Nothing like that. That's not what I'm trying to get at. I just like it. I've seen better talent than Bilal, even in the old days. He's good. He's not great or superstar level in my eyes. Not yet. Like I said, the Luque fight was the eyebrow raising. And I'm curious to see if he can bring that against the rest of the top of the division. All right, 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock here. Every show becomes the Bilal show on this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Come one, come all, Bilal fans. 2 minutes on the clock here. Crash trying to go for the takedown again. And it looks like Katana, because I'm going to keep fucking up his name. Katana has a gash there, I think just above his right eye. High-paced fight so far, folks. I'll get back to the comments here in a sec, but I don't want to miss any more of this one because this has been good. High pace, a good display of mixed martial arts all around. Oh, stepping knee there by Katana, and Fantroy drags him to the ground. Katana trying to use the cage to get back up to his feet, but hugging him now is Fantroy. Ass the mat back to the cage by Katana. Back up to his feet is Katana now. Ooh, knee to the body on Fantroy. Ooh, and another knee by Katana. 50 seconds left. Oh, Katana tried to set up a spinning elbow, but he gave up his back there to Fantroy. Fantroy couldn't drag him to the ground. Fantroy, what a last name. What a last name. Dude, like, I'm agreeing with you. He had a great fight against Luque, man. And that's what said, okay, this guy is a guy who can hang with those in the welterweight division. Hell, hang with those in the top 10. And that's when I went, oh, Bilal's not just a meh fighter. He's good. Oh, I'm losing my headphones here. Like, I agree with you. That was the fight that I was like, okay, Bilal's not just a bum. He's actually a good fighter. It looks like you got kicked in the balls, did Fantroy here, just taking some time to recover here in the first round. Bilal turns people away because of what he says, and then you watch his fights. Again, I'll give him credit where credit's due. That Luque fight and the Sean Brady one after was awesome. Man, I am very vocal and very opinionated. Dude, JL, that's why I like it. That's why I like it. Ooh, and just dodged that overhand right as we're looking at some replays here as Fantroy recovers from that shot. Yeah, I mean, but so do all these other fighters, you know? Like I said, for me, who, tries to stay plugged into all MMA, like he's a good fighter. He has a good growing fan base now, clearly. But again, he's not at the top. Like, he's nowhere near that of, like, what the superstar status that Charles is at, or even Islam right now, or some of these other guys at the top of the division. Hell, I would say even Kevin Holland, who's not a championship tier fighter yet. He's a gamer. I'll give him that. But, like, he has more of, like, a cult following, I would say, right now. But again, like, I don't want to come across like I'm dogging him. I'm never going to put, I shouldn't even say never. I'm not at this point putting him on the same pedestal as you. I just can't, dude. I just can't. As someone, to be honest, as an MMA fan, a guy who follows the sport, not just individual fighters, the sport and combat sports, I cannot in good heart do that. Because I would be lying to myself, and I'd be lying to you guys. Oh my God. See, JL, you're not listening to me, so I'm not going to keep putting up, comments like this because you're not listening. Jasmine looked freaking amazing last night. If she keeps up the fights like this, she could reach the top. Dude, she looked incredible last night. She really did. All right, this fight hasn't restarted yet. Still taking time here. Again, I had no idea she was 35 years old. So, but no, she looked damn good last night. Put on a fucking show. And again, it's kind of up and down. You know, she looked good in Contender Series. She looked good at the end of, or on the Cage Fury run. Silva pieced her the fuck up in her last fight, but no, she looked damn good last night. And Maverick was no joke. She was a huge underdog too. Well, we have a ranked Canadian now. Jasmine's number 15 at flyweight. Let's go. So does Jared Gordon. So does Bilal. Hall went back and forth with Israel. That's where his mainstream came from. A long striker in the middleweight. Hall went back and forth with Israel? I didn't even know that he went back and forth with Israel. So, and I'm a, you know, I follow Kevin Hall. Like, I mean, I don't think that is what propelled him. Let me know in the chat if you agree with JL here. Was Kevin Holland's interactions with Israel Adesanya the reason he's popular? I think it's because he's a real life superhero. What's up, Activate A? Macy Barber's being protected because she has beef with Blanchfield. I don't know why. Like, I know. I Blanchfield, I'm all about the hype. Like, she's damn good. Macy Barber, like, she's fine. Is the fight over? Sorry, I've been reading the comments here. I didn't realize the fight is over. Is it because of the cut here? Sorry, I've been reading these comments. My apologies, folks. Bilal, again, it's the Bilal Muhammad show every day on the City Life Project YouTube channel. So my apologies. Taken away here from the end of the fight. Activate A, how's the rest of your weekend going? But yeah, Macy Barber, I haven't been super impressed with. Maybe she'll have her Luke moment soon, but eye poke? Oh, I thought it was a. See, look. So my apologies. I'm definitely, I was too invested in the conversation in the chat here with JL. It was an eye poke, not even a kick in the ball. So my apologies, guys. My apologies. So it was a poke in the eye, despite Katana having the more nasty cut. It looks like the eye poke has ended this fight. Interesting. No, Benjamin, he became famous because he talked to Israel Adesanya once or twice. Man, that kind of sucks because like this fight actually was high pace, a lot of mixed martial arts going on. Both these guys putting together. Is it no contest? Accidental eye poke. No contest. Katana's corner. Yelling, boo. Yeah, accidental eye point. Or accidental eye poke. And it became a no contest. You know, he was measuring distance. You know, that whatever fighter does. And it sucks. That sucks. And it was his left eye. And you can see it's still swollen there. But damn. That sucks. Let's start off as a good fight. So, yeah, there we go. And again, Shane and I both picked the same guy. So, if for those who don't know, Shane and I, and shout out to Shane, Benjamin, our exclusive members here tonight. I think Foul One said what was up earlier as well. Kevin Holland became popular from winning 4 out of 5 fights in the span of a year. Yeah, he took 5 fights in 1 year, which is amazing. And talking loudly and funny during his fights. And Dana talks about him, so people learn about him. Yeah, Dana and him, they exchange sneakers. I love the knockout to Jocko too while he was on his back. So I just read some of Twitter and man, seeing the disrespect on Bilal even though he was fighting. Well, why are you reading Twitter? You're going to get, put it this way. If you want to find hate towards something you love, it is there on Twitter. So, I mean, Charles is getting hate, okay? Benil's getting hate. Pena's getting hate. Nunes is getting hate. Bilal, he always gets hate on Twitter. They all get hate on Twitter. Every single fighter, every single person, every single opinion, every single thing that exists that you can have a conversation about on Twitter is getting hate. Don't let that rile you up, man. Twitter's like YouTube comments, man. You can't let that shit rile you up. Holland became famous for talking in fights, but then chirping to Israel. He got dominated by Marvin and Brunson. Wow. Dude. Okay. Oh, it's cute that you think that Holland got famous from talking to Israel Adesanya. It's so wholesome. Bilal's a great guy, though. I get the Israel hate. It doesn't matter. What are you talking, bro? What are you talking about? You're killing me, JL. This is Twitter, bro. Like, it's Twitter, man. Oh, man. Like I said, everything that you can have a conversation about in life is hated on. There's never a middle ground on Twitter. You got supporters and you got haters for every single topic to let it rile you up. Any single one, whether it's a hate towards a fighter, hate towards, your beliefs, your political beliefs. Like it's a waste of time, brother. So there's my advice to you. This is the shit college doesn't teach you. Who gives a fuck? Don't let it bother you because you're just wasting energy, dude. You're wasting energy, and it's unhealthy to be hateful. It's unhealthy to get riled up like that and stressed out over idiots on a keyboard, man. It's wholesome because it's rich with naivete. If that's really what you believe, that Israel Adesanya propped up Kevin Holland. All right, next bout here, ladies and gentlemen. And we got a catch weight. People talk big online when they get sparked in real life. Absolutely. Absolutely. But that's Twitter. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just like, don't let it bother you, man. I know something. Look, I am guilty for it too. And I wish I could go back and Twitter wasn't as bumping when I was your age. Jeez, I'm old. I'm getting old now. When I was your age. But let's just say I wish I could have deleted some comments that I made on Facebook. Not necessarily hating people, but getting in arguments where like they were just trolls. And look, I get caught up with it on Twitter every now and then in the hockey world too, buddy. Shit, I get caught up with it with you when you're trolling me in the live chat too. I still bite, and sometimes, I'm like, why did I waste my time there? Why did I waste my time there? You know what I mean? So just, don't let that shit bother you, man. And you're a fan of Bilal? You're a fan of Bilal. Don't let the live chat here and those on Twitter fucking get you angry. Ain't gonna lie, this Bilal every stream discussion is the weirdest thing. This is the Bilal show, man. The City Life Project should be the City Life Bilal Project. You only bring him up every time. Every time. I only brought up him because Pena was talking and people brought up Bilal and hated on him for no reason. Now the reason is that JL, it's almost a meme. The reason is if JL is in the chat and if we drop Bilal's name, it becomes the Bilal show. And I think that's the reason. All right, fighters making their way to the cage circle, the smaller cage circle. This ain't no one championship or Bellator cage circle, folks. But so far, I mean, that last fight, quick finish there because of the eye poke. Hopefully we see a little bit more action here because that last one started off to be good. I mean, it was a good display of mixed martial arts by all of them, or by both of the guys. There was some good striking, there was some submission attempts, there's some good wrestling. We had a couple finishes on this card too. And again, shout out to everyone who has been watching this, not us, but just this event since the prelims, supporting the amateurs as well. You guys are the real MVPs. Wish I could have jumped on earlier, as every now and then we do like early prelims for Fury and things like that, and regional shows to this level to, show our support for the amateurs. Like we did that Muradov, and I forget where that league was, but it was somewhere in the Middle East. And I mean, it was the broadcast was like as low as it could have gotten, but like we gave some love to the amateur fighters, and no joke, guys, like a few of them like messaged me and commented on the channel, or just like, that was so awesome of you to actually give some of our amateur fighters some love. So that's what I'm saying. For those who supported them earlier today, even if it was just a few, like, you guys are the real MVPs, and we're going to try to do it more and more on these smaller regional shows. If we can, we're going to try to do the full length of the show and try to support the amateurs the best we can. How many fights are left? That's a good question. They're not in the orders. How many did we get through? I think like 5 or 6 left. They're not in the bout order, so I forget how many we've gone through. Shane, how many have we gone through? How many fights have we gone through so far? I think we're about halfway. I'm picking the undefeated Tiger, Angelo Bubbles. All right, let me get them up here on screen. Are they even on? Where is he? There's been 5 fights. Okay, so we're halfway through. Tiger Angelo Bubbles. Is he not on the screen here? Or am I just... I didn't sleep at all last night, folks. I think I went to bed at 4:30 a.m. after listening to all the press conference stuff. Yeah, I don't even think he's on screen here. Eh, Shane? Am I going crazy, guys? Catch weight here. Doesn't say that there was one canceled. Yeah, anyways. We'll give play-by-play for them anyways. Oh, here he is. Got you. Shane, you spelled his name wrong. That's why. You said Baubles. His name's not Baubles. I was looking for a Baubles. God damn it, Shane. My bad, guys. My bad. I was like, who the hell? There's no Baubles on this fucking card. What's the schedule? You do an Octagon, and there's a few on Friday also. Like I say every week, guys, the schedule doesn't come out till Tuesday. Until Kapoza posts the schedule, I don't post mine. There's been 5 fights so far. It's counting the first, and I missed the first no contest. All right, let's highlight these guys here as they were just announced in the center of the cage. My apologies, this stream not going as smooth as the other ones, folks. It's the Bilal special. All right, round 1. Shane going for the undefeated Angelo.
Let's get it
Not
on.
Baubles. Robles. He's 2-0 as a pro. 5 and on his last 5 fights on the amateur scene, and he's gone undefeated as an amateur as well. 6-0. And going for the takedown right away here is Robles and Jordan potentially dropping for a guillotine here. Kameron Jordan 4-2 as a pro, 3-2 in his last 5 fights. He's 25 years old. 4 submissions. 2-fight win streak, cage aggression, and he beat a 3-1 guy. Oh, and dropping for the guillotine. He did drop for the guillotine now. He's adjusting it a little bit here, but Jordan did drop for the guillotine. 4 minutes and 11 seconds on the clock. Good win in Titan FC against a 3-1 guy. And he went whoa, huge amateur career, going 14-8. You know what, Shane? I'll go against Jordan. Or sorry, I'll pick Jordan. I'll go against you here, locking it in. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat, folks. And sorry if I missed some of your comments. We'll get right back to them. 3 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. This is JL's show, ladies and gentlemen. He runs the show. This is the Sugar Show. It's my show. This is JL's show. 3 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. Britt just got a fight poster signed by Muhammad, and I just met Sergio. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Hope you're having a great time, Brian. It looks like just it's such an intimate event, you know, given that everyone's like so close to the cage. Couple thousand people there. No, that's so awesome. I'm so glad you guys are there live. And thank you so much for giving us some live updates in the live chat here. 2 minutes and 56 seconds on the clock here. First round. It's barely a hook in because Robles is doing a good job of keeping his back up against the cage, not allowing Jordan to climb up his back. Oh, and some nice body shots. Not body shots by Jordan there, and one shot to the groin in that flurry. That's funny. Good day. The broadcast, like those on the mic tonight, have actually been pretty good. Shout out to Ben Davis, the Bane Ben Davis, who's there as well. They just described this sequence so well. Yeah, Jordan just got a little too excited there, saw the empty body, and just like he literally did that. He just went to pounce. Yeah, been great event for meeting people. That's so cool. Like I said, I cannot wait for them to come to Minnesota. I imagine they're going to come to like, I don't know, one of the casinos. Or like Sioux Falls or something like that. Or Sioux Falls in North Dakota or South Dakota. I don't know. But anyways, I imagine they'll come to like the northern part of the state rather than close to the cities. But regardless, I'm driving up there, guys. All right, we're back here. We're back. Straight right jab by Robles there, and a right hand by Jordan as he tries to enter with double underhooks, and going for a takedown again is Robles, and Jordan setting up that guillotine again. You can shout to Brian and Brittany at the event right now. Shout to JL. Shout to Bilal Muhammad. And everyone else joining us here today. All right, this guillotine's tight. Sorry, shout to Jared Gordon too. 1 minute 49 seconds. Full mount here by Robles. El Tigre. Sorry, just Tiger. Full mount here, 1 minute 35 seconds. Not doing anything with the full mount, though. He hasn't landed a single shot in full mount. He gave way too much time for Jordan now to butt scoot. And now he's upright. Anthony Pettis or UFC? Like the APFC or UFC? I don't think APFC is coming to Canada anytime soon. I think they stick around the Midwest. 1 minute on the clock here. Back up to his feet is Jordan. Robles now looking for the back take as he tries to get one hook in. Doesn't get it. Knee to the body. Still employing a body lock here, though. And, tried to hop on the back of Jordan there was Robles. 35 seconds. Robles trying to drag Jordan to the ground here. Add new places all the time. I mean, if they did come to Canada, they'd probably go somewhere in Ontario, right? Straight north. I mean, let's just be realistic. It's a regional promotion. They're not going to come to Alberta when they first come to Canada because it's pretty far, right? And a few shots there by Jordan to end this round. UFC, they owe the Calgarians. They owe them a good show because their last show was a debacle. Love it way more of a fan experience than UFC. Dude, that's what I love about the regional shows. Even just watching some of the regional shows, we don't get like the build up and it's not like fights at the highest level. I get it, but there's just a fun aspect of covering prospects. I mean, they're raw and don't get me wrong, some of the fights are quite bad, but some of the fights, I mean, it reminds me of like old school Ultimate Fighter, man. When the fighters are just like going balls to the wall to get into the house, like that's the type of fights that regional shows, and those are quite literally regional fighters, or they were regional fighters, right? So that's the vibe, and I absolutely love it as well. There's something special about that for sure. Not as special as everything that Bilal Muhammad is, but you know. Okay, I'll stop, Jay. I'll stop. But yeah, I still haven't gone to a live regional show yet. I gotta time it next time I'm in Canada to go to a BFL show. All right, round 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get it all!
And pulling guard again here to maybe go for a submission was Jordan. Not a guillotine here. Oh, wait. Is it a reverse arm triangle choke? Robles is his name. I just heard it. My apologies, Mr. Robles. I just had bobbles because of the way Shane typed it in the live chat. Robles. 4 minutes and 10 seconds here. Robles in the top position, modified half guard side control here. There's more grappling in these fights than usual. Yeah, there hasn't been just a fucking scrap yet. You know what I mean? Full guard now. 3 minutes and 48 seconds here. And Robles looking to posture up here. And he gets on his feet, still in the full guard. Landing some short elbows. And Robles now on his left knee. Still 1 foot planted. Pushing Jordan up against the cage here. He's on his back, so his head's up against the cage here. Posturing up, landing some shots to the body. Set up one right hand. Ooh, and a left hand there by Robles. Three minutes left in this second round. Ooh, and a nice short elbow there by Jordan. Right in front of the broadcast crew here. Oh, and there we go. Standing up, landed a flurry of shots there. Robles really putting together the ground and pound here. 2 minutes and 43 seconds into the second round. Two minutes and 33 seconds. Yeah, Jordan looking to try to wall walk back up the cage, but just can't get it done. And, you know, credit to Robles. He's just not allowing him to have any time to set anything up. He's aggressively changing positions, posturing up, landing some ground and pound. Really good second round here by Robles, controlling his opponent. And he's not just laying on him. He's landing the ground and pound. He's inside control now. Knees to the body there by Robles. Really putting it all together. Again, shout out to everyone joining us live here on the Stay Light Project YouTube channel. We do live fight companions every single weekend. Live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. So like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. We are streaming a watch party for The Ultimate Fighter episode 3 on Tuesday. So join us for that. We're not going to be doing like play-by-play or anything for the show, but hey, we'll take your comments as we watch it together, and it's been pretty fun so far. You guys have made it worth watching that god-awful season so far. I hope it gets better. Cut on the right eye of Jordan. He's bleeding there, but he's back up to his feet, and he's throwing body shots as Robles is trying to take him back to the ground, and Robles tried to drag him there, didn't complete the takedown. Trying to pull Robles back away from the cage is Jordan right now. Or sorry, is Robles. And Robles is still in the full guard of Jordan here. The referee came in to talk to the guys just for a second. I don't know what happened. Maybe some dude grabbing the gloves. And again, Brian and Brittany, they're live right now at APFC 5, Milwaukee Fight Night 2. They got to meet John Jones, Bilal Muhammad, as well as Anthony Pettis. Shout out to them, some of the OG subscribers on the channel. Final 10 seconds of this second round. Yeah, and that's the end of the second round. As the broadcast said, it isn't it's a basic approach, but it's working, and it's not the most exciting fight, and honestly, Jordan has to do more to kind of make this a little bit more exciting because Robles is just dominating him right now. Robles, not the most exciting game plan, but it's working to a T right now. And it's not like, again, he didn't just lay on his opponent there. He was advancing position, posturing up, getting on his feet, one knee down, found that good shot, punishing Jordan a bit. Every time Jordan tried to get anywhere near a position to start to wall walk. Third and final round. Ooh, a little bit of talking between them at the end of that round. All right. Ref asks them if they're ready, and
Let's get it on.
let's get it on. You can keep the comments coming, folks. Totally comment-driven live stream as well. As you saw, given some of the conversations we've had early tonight. Ooh, they trade body kicks here. Jordan nods his head. All right, let's go. Let's scrap, boys. Let's scrap. And Robles goes for the single leg. Jordan threw right hand, and Robles goes for the single leg. Or Robles, sorry. Robles goes for the single leg. Dropping for a guillotine again is Jordan. Is the third time a charm? Is the third time a charm? They're all sweaty now. Oh, this is tight. This is tight. Oh, no, it's... That right hand, it's not... There's no squeeze to it yet. Robles, cool like a cucumber right now. He's calm as shit, and he just gets right out of that. Man, dropping for that guillotine like that. Should have just defended the takedown, because now I imagine we're at the 4-minute mark of this third round, and I feel like we're going to see exactly what we saw in that second round. Robles transitioning, full guard, half guard, side control, posturing up, and just laying down the ground and pound. 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock here. And Jordan asks the mat back to the cage, trying to get back up to his feet. Oh, is he going for a guillotine here? And another one. 3 minutes and 31 seconds here. Threatening with the choke here. I mean, honestly, Jordan should just continue the threat for this choke, but use that opportunity to try to get back up to his feet, and he doesn't, and Robles pounces right back on him the second Jordan's feet are planted, and Robles now employing some knees as he has the body lock on Robles. Still the body lock here by Robles. Knee to the body by Robles. Jordan trying to throw some elbows from the back, but nothing really landed. Looking to either go for a back take there as getting that left hook in, or dragging Jordan to the ground is Robles right now. Kind of gauging his options. Now he goes for the trip takedown, and Jordan there with a cage grab. And Robles looking for that double leg again. 2 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock here, folks. Halfway through this main card, Anthony Pettis, FC5 Milwaukee Fight Night 2. And shout out to everyone who's joining us in the live chat tonight. Shout out to everyone who joined us for UFC 1 Championship and PFL this weekend. Activate A2, man. Thank you so much for joining. And you made a lot... Well, I don't know if you made a lot of money this weekend, but I know you had a ton of bets hit. So shout out to you, buddy. Glad you had a good weekend there. Ooh, and some nice elbows and... Oh, beautiful elbows to the back of Robles by Jordan. As Robles is still just going for that takedown, Robles is beating up on his back right now with elbows. Just slamming elbows to his back. Robles finally gets the takedown, but Jordan doing damage. Oh, Jordan with the cage grab there, and he tells the official, sorry. One minute and 35 seconds. Oh, yeah, definitely got a few this weekend. Also, keep the train going. 1 minute and 22 seconds on the clock here. Half guard right now with his left knee planted is Robles. Robles looking to get into mount. He's got his left leg planted. Trying to escape that half guard. His right leg's almost out of it. 59 seconds left in this third round. And almost into mount now. Almost into mount, but the cage is not his friend right now. The cage is not his friend, as he doesn't have any room to get into full mount. So he's still in that modified half guard side control. 41 seconds left in this third round, folks. Like this video if you haven't already. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload, so you never miss a live stream. We do live fight companions every single weekend, folks. vote in the poll question, like this video, and also join us Tuesday for our watch party, The Ultimate Fighter. Seriously, you guys are the only reason why. I mean, you guys are making this show bearable. You're making this a fun event every week to look forward to. Because if I was just watching the show solo, God, probably wouldn't even watch it, to be perfectly honest. It's been so bad. The fights have been good. The show's been bad. 10 seconds left in this third round. And ending in top position again is Robles. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Easy unanimous decision for the Tiger. Let me know your thoughts, if you have any, in the live chat here, folks. I mean, seemed pretty cut and dry. Jordan had some flashes, but at the end of the day, the Tiger absolutely dominated this one. And you could see that Jordan wanted to stand and bang. Threw a big right there to start of the third, and that leg was caught up quickly, and he was taken to the ground and just quite simply controlled the whole fight on the ground. I will give him credit. There was some good elbows to the back of Robles's, well, pretty much just directly next to his spine there. All sorts of parts to his back. But yeah, he got completely out-grappled in that one. You can see with the rug burns from the mat there on his back. All right, listening in for the official decision again. This is going to go to Angelo Robles. And he's out of Indiana. Jordan out of Nebraska. 28 years old is Robles and 25 is Jordan. All right, official decision coming up here. What? Split decision? Okay, Angelo won split. What fucking judge gave that to Jordan? I mean, those elbows on the back, is that why they gave him the round or the fight? Oh my God. Cameron Jordan trying to steal the camera time there from Robles. I mean, this should have been unanimous decision for the Tiger here. I don't know what judge fucking gave this fight to Jordan. But anyways, split decision. He got the win. He deserved the win. Did the Tiger. I was scared there for a second. I was like, oh, man. All right. Next fighters are being announced here just in a moment. We'll get them up on screen as they are. Again, shout out to everyone joining us live here on the channel. Last fight companion of the weekend. Next week, we'll start with the Ultimate Fighter watch party on Tuesday. But again, shout out to everyone who joined us this weekend. We did one championship, PFL, UFC, and man, Canada cleaning up on the UFC card last night was incredible. 6-0, baby. Let's go.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
What have been your favorite fight? What have been your favorite fights on this card here today for those who are still in the live chat here? Any fight on the amateur side? Hell, even outside this promotion, if you've been watching fights here today, if you stayed up last night to watch, there was a Japanese promotion going on last night too after UFC. If you stayed up for that, if you watched some Muay Thai late last night, if you watched Fury today, what were some of your favorite fights from today? I know nothing like PFL on Thursday, one on Friday, and UFC on Saturday. But yeah, Fury, there was some Japanese promotions. There's some Muay Thai as well as Anthony Pettis. Any fights stand out for you here today? Oh, Anthony Pettis is coming in the cage to... Yeah. Anthony Pettis is coming to the cage here to say some words. Let's listen in. He's giving a shout out to John Jones. I love it. Because Anthony Pettis, like his Milwaukee comes out like when he says when he says he's from Milwaukee. He's just saying thanks to everybody here. Oh, short and sweet. Came in to just pay respect to John Jones for showing up and to thank the crowd for coming in. Look at that, man! Like what an intimate little venue there for this. Like, in fact, they squeezed 2,000 people in here. Amazing. Okay, they have a little. There's like an elevated viewpoint there. Okay, so James Bennett against Alexander Schenk is next here, folks. Let's tee this shit up. Oh, there ain't no pretty boy. I don't care if that's your nickname at these lower levels. That Korean, Kwon Il-woon, he's the real pretty boy. You doubt the pretty boy? You doubt me now? What a promo he cut this weekend, man. What a promo. One of my new favorite fighters out of South Korea. Title contender in one championship. And man, the body shot killer. What a beautiful fight earlier this weekend. Okay, we'll get back to the comments here in just 1 second. We're just going to set up this next fight here at the 145-pound weight class as the fighters begin to make their walk to the cage. Okay, so one of the youngest fighters on the card was just announced, and that is that is the pretty boy, Alexander Schenk. Schenk? Is that how you say his name? Schenk? I thought it was Schenk. Anyways. He's out of Clarksville, Tennessee. Ayo. Just booked Isha versus Jacob cage match. Anything goes on June 17th in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Let's go. I need an excuse to go to Halifax. What weight class, buddy? What weight class? Do I have to gain weight or cut weight? What weight class are we fighting at? I'm currently 135 pounds. No, I'm 138 pounds right now. The goal is 155 by October with the little to no United States / Chick-fil-A belly. No, but I'm looking forward to this kid, Hefeni Nafuka in Octagon. Looking forward to his fight this week. 100% finish rate 4-0. Dude, I like Octagon. Again, I've streamed, I think, 2 live streams of Octagon. And I just watched one myself, and I bought the pay-per-view. It's like $7 pay-per-view in North America. It's a good league. And sorry for all my Polish friends out there. I said it was a Polish league. It's a Czech league. What is that hat from Jones? I know. What is this? Tennessee? Heavyweight. I don't think I can make heavyweights. You're gonna have to cut, buddy. We can catch weight at 155 if you want, but I don't think I can gain 20 pounds by June 17th. So you're gonna have to do a cut, my man. Octagon and KSW do it big, absolutely. I like KSW more. I think just because it's like a little. I don't know why. I can't even explain it. But Octagon is awesome. All right, the hometown boys walking out right now. James Berserker Bennett. Let's highlight both these fighters here. And again, shout out to everyone joining us in the live chat. Appreciate you guys. It's a regional show, and at one point we had like 20-some people here hanging out. We're not talking about Bilal anymore, so JL is out. But I appreciate you guys. 5-2 is James Bennett. Let's highlight these fighters, and I'll give my official prediction here. The beer bet continues, Shane. Hey, you're the one who challenged me, buddy. It's easier to lose weight than it is to gain weight, and you know this. You know this. Start water loading, bud. Start water loading. 5-2 in his pro MMA career. Oh, he's still here. He's still here. 3-2. I appreciate it, JL. I appreciate it. 5-2 in his pro MMA career. He's coming off a win. 29 years old. Is the Milwaukee hometown boy here, James Bennett. Trains at a Rothwell MMA. 5 KO TKO, 0 submission, 0 decision. So 5 wins in Pro MMA, 5 KO TKO. That's what you want to see. This one's going to be a banger. And he's 1-1 in Bellator. Cody Garnis was his last win. He was a 4-7 guy. Okay. Lost in Bellator. Beat Jordan Wiggins in XFO. XFO is not bad. And beat a guy making his debut in Bellator TKO in the first round. He also went 4-1 on the amateur scene. Looking at his opponent, Alexander Schenk. 3-2 in his pro MMA career. He's 22 years of age, trying to go full Oliveira here. Actually, not full Oliveira. That's not quite bleached. That's not quite Super Saiyan yet. Clarksville, Tennessee is where he's from. He's 3-2 as a pro. 3-2 his last 5 fights. Let's see his amateur career. 8-3 on the amateur scene. Not bad. Not bad. He fought MMA bare knuckle and Gabe Bread bare knuckle in his last fight. Oh my goodness, I missed that card and got a rear naked choke 3 minutes into the first round. Wow. Okay, interesting. Bare knuckle MMA. So this guy's a fucking gamer, man. Lost to 5-1 guy, an icon. Okay, so he's fought in primarily in Masvidal's promotions. That's cool. This should be a good fight. Shane, I'm going James Bennett. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat, folks. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat. Shane, I'm going Bennett. I'm going with more of the veteran. In front of his Milwaukee crowd. John Hathaway will be fighting at Octagon.
Let's get it on!
He was on the last card that I watched. Or that we streamed. What has been your favorite fight so far, bro? The comeback. That comeback win. Who was it? Oh, the fight's out of order. The Plascencia. That one was my favorite so far. Shane's got Alexander. Shane's got the pretty bar. All right, we're going head-to-head here, Shane. Schenk in the blue corner with a nice straight left jab there. Bennett in the red. Oh, an outside low kick by Schenk, and he trips up Bennett, and quickly Schenk goes for the back take right back up to his feet as Bennett. This one could be a banger, folks. This one could turn out to be the best fight of the night, and they engage there in the pocket. 4 minutes on the clock here in this first round. Let me know your predictions in the live chat, folks, for this next fight. Don't forget to vote in the poll question, too. High kick attempt by Schenk. Schenk tried to throw that straight left jab, didn't land, and Bennett with a high body kick. Oh, stepping knee by Bennett, that didn't land. Oh, and Schenk almost landed that right hand outside low kick for Bennett, but Schenk checked that one. Bennett with a high body kick. Yeah, Bennett being a little crazy here, kind of abandoning technique. Bennett needs to keep his hands up here. Come on, Bennett, what the fuck, bro? I picked you to win this. Keep your hands up. Straight left jab by Bennett. Oh, hard body kick there by Schenk. Dude, Schenk, he's got the speed advantage so far. If anyone wants a free dog in Octagon, Jacinta Austin, she's winning +200. Her opponent sucks. Noted. There's Glory this weekend, too. Ooh, and a switch kick. Or sorry, switch knee thrown by Schenk didn't land. Ooh, and another checked leg kick by Schenk on Bennett. That one seemed like it hurt Bennett, who was throwing that kick. 2 minutes and 46 seconds in this first round, folks. And Bennett walking forward with some crazy shots there and dodges the right hand of Schenk back in the center of the cage. And a 1-2 by Schenk doesn't land. Schenk's not landing unless he's in the pocket, so he hasn't got his timing yet, but Bennett's just not quick enough with his entries and then exiting. And to be honest, Bennett's not landing much when he enters the pocket. Again, Schenk tried with a spinning back kick there. It doesn't even land. Again, folks, Activate A has been on a roll. Take this advice. Take this advice. Oh, and a nice right hand by Bennett on Schenk there. Straight left as Bennett enters the pocket there. But Bennett's got to keep his hands up, man. You can't underestimate this kid. But Schenk, again, not landing anything at range. One minute and 53 seconds left in this first round. Front kick attempt by Bennett. Again, here's a better look at the fighters. If you ever want a better look at them, just let me know. And we can bring it up in this view. Ooh, and almost got caught by a knee there, but was Schenk when he went in for this takedown, but he gets it here, and Bennett already active off his back here, maybe trying to set up a triangle. Schenk gets back up to his feet here. He's on his knees in the guard, and here we go. Bennett with a very high guard, looking to maybe isolate the arm here. Bennett flexible here and looks good off his back. He's trapping the shoulder of Schenk and landing elbow strikes on him. 1 minute left. He's looking to trap the arm now. Good scramble there by Schenk, but Bennett dangerous from his back here, clearly. 53 seconds on the clock. Again, shout out to everyone joining us live here on the Stay Light Project YouTube channel. Like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss a live stream. Don't forget to vote in the poll question. Both these guys are back up on their feet right now. We do live play-by-play, commentary, reaction, and interaction. They both exchange some knees there. They separate. And a 1-2 by Schenk, followed by a knee there. I think that one might have hurt Bennett a little bit. Now Schenk going for Schenk going for the single leg there, despite getting the better of Bennett and forcing him up against the cage. See, that's young fighter IQ there. Because he had no reason to go for that single leg. No reason at all. And now he's just eating some elbows to the side of the head. And that is it for the first round. Yeah, not sure why I went for the single leg there when he clearly hurt Bennett a little bit. You see Bennett welt there on the right side of his body. Breathing deeply right now is Bennett. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like the sight of that, Shane. I don't like the sight of that. Keep knocking this over. Who do you guys think won the first round? Let me know in the live chat. I think it was a close first round. I think Schenk landed the better shots and Bennett showing more damage. The elbows hurting him. Oh, no way. Giannis Antetokounmpo's in the audience. Let's go, baby. Not Giannis. Giannis. Could you imagine if Giannis Antetokounmpo showed up? That would be fucking crazy. Yeah, the kid got that round. I think Bennett was just a little like, I don't want to say lazy, but not as crisp and technical in the first part of that round. Like already a stance opening up this second round.
Let's get it all.
Looks better than looks more dialed than it was in the first. And oh, looks like there was a slip there by Schenk and Bennett tried to pounce on him, but again, Schenk a little bit more explosive here. Now he goes for the takedown. Four minutes and 31 seconds. Trying to go for the trip takedown was Schenk. Still doesn't get it. Good takedown defense by Bennett. Yeah, I knew one of them was in the NBA. Are both of them in the NBA? Because I know they're not as good as him. And they play regularly for like the Greek national team, right? Pettis inviting all his contacts to boost his promotion. I like it. Absolutely. It's great. It's so smart. 2,000 people are in attendance at this tiny venue right now, activated. Brittany and Brian are there right now. If you see a woman with red hair in the audience, that is Brittany. And they sold more tickets tonight than PFL did for the PFL 4 event. Ooh, a nice right hand there by Schenk. Ooh, in the pocket, Schenk landed to the left too. Again, Bennett has to keep his hands up. Schenk is way quicker with the striking and more explosive. There's a 1-2 by Bennett as he walked in. Nice 1-2 and level change there by Schenk, but good takedown defense by Bennett. But yeah, I love this activated. And the broadcast for this one's pretty good too. And they got Ben Davis on the mic too, who's, he's personality on Twitter. He was at the Fury grappling event. He covers karate combat, and now getting him involved in here too for this as well. It's super smart. And Bennett now with the back of Schenk, and he landed some good ground and pound just moments ago. Doesn't have the hooks in the Schenk's kind of balling up here, but He's got side control, and Schenk is curling up here. Bennett could throw some knees here to the body. I mean, Bennett here, he needs to throw some knees or take the back. I don't know what he's doing. I know one of his arm is trapped, but it doesn't mean you can't use your knees. And he's just getting closer and closer to the cage where he doesn't want Schenk to be. So 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second round. I don't know what Bennett's game plan here. Honestly, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he doesn't need the body of Schenk at all. I don't know why he didn't try to get the back take there when there was open space to get the back take. A little too late now. When I say that, he gets a hook and rolls, but I don't know why he waited this long to do that, so close to the cage, no less. But anyways, good job by Bennett for getting that back take. 1 minute and 52 seconds, has one hook in, doesn't have them both, and he's looking to go for the choke. No arm under the chin or anything yet, but some hand fighting here by Bennett. 1 minute and 38 seconds. Oh, now a neck crank here by Schenk. Ben Davis is low-key taking over, maybe come for Anik job. He's doing a good job, man. Shout out to Ben Davis. We talked a bit before the event started. He's a good guy. And to be honest, as this card opened up on Fight Pass, like he fucking brought the heat. Like he brought the energy, and I was super pumped. He even agreed to hop on the channel for an interview sometime, so he's an absolute beauty. Shout out Ben Davis. 55 seconds left in the second round. And a good second round for Bennett. Well, good second half of the second round, we'll say. 41 seconds, looking for the finish, and he gets reversed there by Schenk. Good job by Schenk there, getting into the full guard of Bennett. Oh, and punishing him now. Good job by Schenk. He's got to finish this round out strong. Hey, if Schenk absolutely tunes up Bennett in the last 30 seconds here, maybe that's enough to win back the round, because, again, only half the round was dominant by Bennett. A beautiful right hand there by Schenk. 15 seconds left. They're back up to their feet, and Schenk now going for a guillotine, so... Oh, and he lets it go. If he dropped for that, it would have been a submission attempt, and he might have won that round. Oh, beautiful spinning heel kick. It didn't land perfectly, but good execution there in the end of the second round. Activate A, what do you think? Do you think Bennett's control time and him fighting for the neck was good enough to win that round? That's cool. It'd be interesting to get the scoop in what his next grappling match is. Yes. And it would just be cool to see, like, you know, how was it being part of that whole Fury event? It's cool that he's like a free agent. He goes from like karate combat to this, to that, to that. Like, that's the dream. Oh, he's doing it again, dude. He's in a walker right now, eh? He's in a boot, so I think he fucked up his leg doing it, or something else, or maybe just training. I don't know, but I'll ask him that too. That's cool. Yeah, activate A, giving that second round to Bennett. It is 1-1 going into the third. And again, compared to one championship, compared to the UFC, you know, these regional shows, they're obviously not to that level, but it's fun watching prospects, especially because every now and then you see one employ some virtuoso in their martial arts, something they can't do at the highest level due to, like, you know, risking a loss. And you just see, like, how bad some of these young guys want it.
Let's get it on!
Third and final round. Oh, and this is the co-main event of the evening. All right, so we're going to the main event of the evening. Sorry, because the bout's been out of order on Tapology, I've just kind of lost track of where we're at. And, ooh, a nice shot there by Schenk. I guess we're 2.5 hours into this, so shit. With no commercial breaks. The only break we had was Anthony Pettis saying thank you to John Jones in the audience. Oh, a nice 1-2 by Schenk. 30 seconds or 40 seconds into this fight, or this third round. 4 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock here. I don't know much about the Antetokounmpo family, but the last year, the All-Star Games in Cleveland, they had a skills competition, and they had the Cavs versus the rookies versus the Antetokounmpos, 3 per team. Oh, that's cool. Do you know what team? So his brothers are in the NBA then, eh? 3 minutes and 53 seconds. Going for the single leg now is Bennett. He won't get credit. I don't think he will get credit for this takedown because Schenk kind of kneeled. But Bennett in the top position here looking to maybe win this third round because so far, Activate A and I don't know, Shane, what you think about this fight so far, but we thought it was one apiece going into the third. And Bennett now here in the dominant position. Full guard here, maybe trying to go for an arm bar here. No, threw up the triangle. Might go for the reverse triangle here. Schenk tried to set up a reverse triangle here. Instead, rolls into mount. Bennett scrambles, and now Schenk looking for the back take. Bennett right back up to his feet. 2 minutes and 58 seconds of Bennett with the body lock on Schenk again. Schenk should stay on the feet. He's doing well. Oh, yeah, he's way more explosive. He has quicker hands. I think just because he had success in the first round grappling that he thinks he can get it done again. I don't know. He had the triangle. Why did he give that up? On a single leg, just kind of throw down there by Bennett. He's got to watch the up kick here. Bennett breathing deeply here, trying to control the ankles. And almost forcing north-south to go into a back control here. Doesn't have any hooks in or anything. Now it's more side control because Schenk's butt was up against the cage, but Bennett now was kind of going for just the neck there as Schenk grabbed the leg. I mean, decent grappling exchange here as they go back and forth for dominant position here. And Schenk in the scramble ends up getting the back of Bennett. He's got one hook in. Now moving to get into full mount, but the cage is his enemy here as it deterred him from an easy sweep to full mount. Bennett ain't winning if you don't throw any more ground and pound. Yeah, and so far right now, Schenk's getting the better of the grappling exchanges, and that's all that's pretty much going down here in the third. 1 minute and 25 seconds left. What a nice left or right there by Schenk. And Schenk doing some ground and pound here. Schenk has his feet planted and he's postured up here, but he's in the top position, still technically in half guard as he's got his right hook in. But being more aggressive to end this round. 1 minute left in the round. And Schenk getting the better of Bennett. Bennett, I mean, to start off this round, Bennett was looking good. It almost looked like he was going to pull through here, but the youngster Schenk, despite some low IQ moments at times, giving up positionings, hammer fist now from Schenk in the top position, not keeping this on his feet, giving up that reverse triangle. I mean, he's still winning this fight and he's landing the ground and pound here. Muffin shots, sure, but Bennett wasn't landing any shots when he was in the top position earlier in this third round. 30 seconds left. Ben Davis does kind of sound like Anik. Oh my God. That's funny. I turned it up one notch up and wow. Dude, he's doing a good job. Ooh, and ending on top, throwing a barrage of shots is the youngster here. And that is it.
Looking to finish it! It is all over!
Clear third round winner is Alexander Schenk, and I believe he won this fight 2 rounds to 1. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat, folks. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload. Yeah, I mean, third round, look who did the damage. Look who actually threw some fists in that one. That was Schenk. Some good back and forth grappling, though. I'll give both these fighters that. Schenk going to keep his positive record. A 3-2 pro MMA. All right, official decision coming up here in just a sec. But like we said, folks, I mean, it's pretty I think it's pretty evident who won this one. Ben Rothwell in the corner of James Bennett. That's the camp he trains out of. Big Ben Rothwell's camp, Rothwell MMA. Shout out to Ben Rothwell, by the way. So good on the mic. So good on the mic. That guy can cut a fucking promo, and I feel like everyone just loves Big Ben. And he admitted he doesn't have too many more fights left in BKFC, but if he can do 2-3 more, fuck, that'd be awesome. Oh, wow. Split decision? Okay. Who is this judge? Who is this judge? It's like in Canada, except the judge yesterday in BC wasn't scoring the fights correctly, but was awarding the correct winner the fight, but was throwing out like way too big of numbers, right? Those 30-27s. Who the fuck in this one gave the third round to James Bennett? I guess maybe the third round, I don't know, maybe he was one of the first or second round he gave to Bennett? Or sorry, the first round maybe he gave to Bennett? I feel like that third round was 100% Schenk because Bennett didn't throw a single shot. So maybe there was a judge there that gave that first round to Bennett, which, I mean, I don't know. Interesting that this one was a split decision. It's all good, buddy. We're going to the main event of the evening, I believe, next year, folks. I'm not sure. There's 2 fights here on Tapology, or a couple fights on Tapology that haven't gone down yet, but maybe those were the last couple fights on the amateur card, as Tapology has not showed the amateur card. So there might be either 1 or 2 more fights left. We'll find out in just a moment. Those judges aren't watching the fight. Not judges, I mean that one judge. Yeah. Oh, he just... Did you see that? Poor Schenk went to give the announcer or the interview a fist bump, and he walked away from him, so he had to fist bump himself. Again, solid broadcast for this promotion, ladies and gentlemen. They got highlight packages right away. The camera angles are really, really good. It's in fucking 4K. The broadcast is good. They got Ben Davis there working, he's done amazing here tonight. John Jones in the house. I know he hasn't like said anything, but overall, the package you get from from Fight Pass is awesome. Again, I hate to rip on Fury every single week, but like it's miles above Fury, which is, getting into what the 70s and 80s, into how many shows they put on, not to mention their Challenger series and some of their other like second tier shows. So shout out to Anthony Pettis. Oh, John Jones coming into the cage here to give a little speech. Ben mentioning him missing weight. John Jones enters the cage here. Interesting outfit. He's got the green vest on with what looks like a brand new fedora. The heavyweight champion. He's addressing the audience here. Let's listen in. Can I get a hoy? Is what he starts with. Okay, John. Says this is fun. What's going on? Thanking Anthony Pettis. What a beauty. Hell yeah, we're proud of Anthony, John. Oh, John Jones saying we got some stars in the house. There's Bilal Muhammad. Antetokounmpo, didn't want to mispronounce his name. Oh, this is awesome by John Jones here. Just really like showing love to the fans and saying that the fans made him feel so welcome here in Milwaukee. Honestly, I feel like this is sincere right now coming from Jon Jones. Oh, and he as he exits the cage. This doesn't want to take up too much more of your time, but yeah, be proud of Anthony. That was a good fucking wholesome speech by Jon Jones. Just enough cringe because it's Jon Jones, but it felt genuine, so I like that. I like that. Good job, Anthony Pettis again. What a great event. I don't think that's what he said. He was bad to himself. Let's be honest here. Let's not get crazy here, JL. I don't know why Jon doesn't do more things like this. Well, I hope he starts to do more things like this. I hope he starts to do more things like this. Now that his career's, you know, and it's funny because he took like fucking 3 or 4 years off, right? 3 years off. Now that his career's starting to come to a close, you know, he even said like 1-2 more fights probably is going to be it for him. I hope we start seeing him pump up regional shows, man. Because I mean, I know he entered the UFC young, but he fought a couple times on the regional as well, right? These are where stars are made. Marco, I'm watching on UFC Fight Pass, buddy, and I don't think this is broadcasted anywhere else. Like any of the other links that people have, they're not showing Anthony Pettis. It's a small regional promotion, so you got to watch it on Fight Pass, buddy. I want to hear the Jon Jones that was in the DC Hot Mic interview. You still there, pussy? I'm here. Main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, as the fighters make their walk to the cage. Shout out to everyone who's joined us for over 2.5 hours here for watching some regional MMA. That's right, Anthony Pettis' promotion, and what a great evening and what a great show. And he's just only continuing to put on great shows here, folks, and continuing to grow, which is awesome. As his career is coming to an end here pretty soon as well. Still fighting, still boxing. I know he says that like he doesn't have like a date or time left for retirement, but you know, he is towards the end of his career. He's well over the hump now. What a fun fighter he was in the WEC in particular. All right, main event of the evening is next year, and we'll highlight the fighters in just a moment. I didn't hear Future Goat. What I heard was Jon Jones saying the star in the building is we have stars in the building. Bilal Muhammad, Atatakumpo. I know you're trying to twist it. JL. I'm up by 2 in the beer bets. Whew, yeah, it wasn't a good night for me for UFC predictions, which I'm okay with because I bet against most of the Canadians, as most people did, and the Canadians fucking answered the bell at home, baby.
Yeah, that shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
So I'm happy I didn't do too good last night, but yeah, I'm not doing too good tonight. Yeah, but we can read between the lines. You can read between the lines. Heavyweight Jones looks like a retired fighter. I always imagine him as the light heavyweight version. I know. It is a little weird to see him a little bit more beefy, a lot more beefy. Okay, thank you. My sister dates Cody. Is it pronounced Linne or Lean? Line? I'll hear in the broadcast here in a sec. My apologies if I butcher his name right off the bat before hearing it in the broadcast. My sister's dating Cody here in the main event, trying to see him while at work. Well, Marco, I'll give you as much play-by-play as I can if you can't load up Fight Pass as work. But thank you so much for joining, Marco. Again, we do live Fight Companions every single weekend, and as you can see, we don't just show love to the UFC and the big promotions. We show love to all the small promotions. And despite what JL will tell you, Marco, we do show love to Bilal. Despite what JL will tell you. Where are y'all watching this? Fight Pass, buddy. Fight Pass. Okay. Again, it makes me smile. And I respect it. All right, let's highlight these two fighters. The Code Breaker. Ooh, I like that. Cody Linne? I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Marco. How do I pronounce his name? I have the volume turned so low on my broadcast I can barely hear it. Cody Linne. Okay, so Cody Linne, 5-1 as a pro. 4-1 in his last 5 fights. He's from Kenosha, Wisconsin, baby. 23 years of age. Damn it, man, he's a youngin'. He trains at a Rothwell MMA as well. That is awesome. 4 submissions, 1 decision. He's 1-1 in LFAs on a 3-fight win streak. WXCF, LFA, and Pure FC beat a 4-11 guy. Beat a 4-2 guy and a 2-3 guy in his last fights. And on the amateur scene, he went 4-2. His opponent, Dan Flex, Moriarty, my apologies, Dan Moriarty, 3-0 as a pro. He is 5-0 in his last 5 fights, including amateur. He's from Missouri. He's 30 years of age. 3-0 in LFA, making his Anthony Pettis FC debut. He beat a 2-0 guy, a 2-1 guy, and a 2-3 guy. 6-0 as an amateur, but he fought in fucking FAC. So, I mean, what? Not the best amateur promotion. I'm going with your boy, Marco. We're going with your boy. We're going with Cody Linne. Locking it in. Let me know your prediction in the live chat, folks. Let me know your prediction in the live chat. By the way, Marco, I'm dating your sister too. Appreciate you joining, Marco. A warm welcome to you. I know it's not a huge buzz in stream here, but I mean Sunday night Sunday night regional MMA. It is what it is. We had a pretty good crowd for the UFC yesterday, and one championship in PFL. We're buzzing. So I hope to see you on more streams, Marco, if you're a fan of MMA. But let's get into this main event of the evening. You folks heard my pick. I want to hear yours. Shane, did I lock in a pick for you yet? Cody Linne's got some dope shorts here. Almost Muay Thai style. Rocking the Rothwell logo on it. Let's go, baby. Big Ben. Shane's picking Moriarty. All right, going head-to-head to win this one. I mean, I lost the beer bet, right, Shane? So we go main event of the evening. No championship on the line here. All right, round 1, last fight on the card, ladies and gentlemen. Main event of the evening. Anthony Pettis, FC5 Milwaukee Fight Night 2. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on!
Live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you back here for a watch party on Tuesday for The Ultimate Fighter. Four minutes and 43 seconds on the clock here. And going for a kick was Linne, and Moriarty caught that kick there. Wasn't able to take him to the ground. Or Linne, sorry. I don't want to keep saying Linne. Linne in the blue corner, by the way. Blue shorts, red corner. Moriarty's in the blue corner. Oh, a nice short left in the clinch there by Moriarty. Again, Moriarty in the blue corner, black trunks. Linne in the red corner, blue and white trunks. Moriarty is the villain from Sherlock Holmes. I got him, and Cody's taken everything I worked for. Shout out to Foul, one of our exclusive members as well. 3 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock. Knee to the inside by Linne. Knee to the outside there. Ooh, and a good body shot there by Moriarty. High knee there by Linne. Still clinched up against the cage here. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Trying to throw some short shots in the clinch was Moriarty there. Both of them trying to advance their position. Just trying to battle for underhooks here in the dominant position. And Linne now pushing Moriarty up against the cage. Employed some knees. I mean, it's a lot of clinch fighting here, but it ain't boring clinch fighting. At least they're dominantly trying to work for those underhooks and work for that dominant position here. We covering Chandler Ultimate Fighter Tuesday? What do you mean covering Chandler? We're doing a watch party like the last two ones. Uppercut by Moriarty. Knee to the body. Man, it's funny because you don't even know the real Chandler, bro. You didn't even see him dominate in Bellator. See, man, you got to go back and watch Bellator Chandler. That was Chandler at his peak, man. Chandler was so good in Bellator. Oh, a nice shot to the body there by Linne. And Linne, with a nice knee. Linne just knocks. And down goes Moriarty. Linne landed a knee. Hammer fist by Linne. He's going to end this. And Linne wins the fight with a beautiful knee. Linne with a step-in knee wins the fight. Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's go. What a knockout for your boy, Marco, for your sister's boy. Linne with the beautiful knee. He's saying, it's my time, motherfucker. It is my time. What a beautiful knee. What a way to end the show. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What a finish. Beautiful, beautiful finish. Holy shit. And a good display of respect by Cody Linne, checking on his opponent who's leaking with blood on the canvas. Oh my goodness. What are you talking about? I'm so confused. What's JL talking about, guys? Hat trick got Jones, both Pettis and Muhammad signed posters. Let's fucking go. Brian and Brittany, I'm so happy that you guys got to experience this live. Fluke loss. Watch the whole fight. It was a good fight. Bilal's not even a champ. Yes! Bilal is JL's champ. I'll give you that. Bilal is JL and some of Abu Dhabi's champ. Oh, beautiful knee there. Oh my goodness. Why are we talking about Bilal and Chandler and not giving love to Cody Linne? Come on, JL. Give some love to this kid. Did you not see what he just did? Oh my goodness. Another wrap. See you next time. Thank you so much, JD. But what are we I'm not covering anybody on the... It's a watch party, JL. I'm very confused. As I usually am. When with some of JL's takes here. Virginia. Guy got a nasty KO. I wish the Ultimate Fighter just sucks right now. It's boring from Chandler's side. It's boring from McGregor's side. The fights are good, though, so that's why we're watching. And Cody Linne gets announced as the winner. Let's fucking go. Let's go, JL. Nasty KO, baby. Nasty KO. Let's fucking go. But yeah, let's be honest, JL. Like, all seriousness aside, like, all trolling, everything aside, like, this season's of The Ultimate Fighter has been terrible so far. The fights have been good, and that's what's kind of carrying the show. But, like, there's no drama. I mean, the coaching footage on both sides is pretty boring, let's be honest. There's no storylines. It's just pretty much cut footage to like the families and the fighters' backgrounds, which I liked so much when the producers got the fighters in the older seasons to actually tell the story in their own voice versus like the cut scenes and them filming them at home and stuff. That's the kind of stuff that I truly think. And again, this is seriousness here, no trolling or anything. That's the stuff that he should put on like the after hours show, or the stuff like highlighting the fighters pre-show and things like that. The UFC themselves taking over production versus an actual like production company or network that or people who've worked for networks and shows who actually produce and write reality shows like they did in the past. It's really hurt the brand. And I like doing these watch parties with you guys because it's just fun hanging out and talking to you guys in the live chat. The show is awful right now. I think we saw the last Conor fight the other day, Jay. Oh, yes. No, we're not saying this today. Chandler is the bright spot of the show. I mean, Chandler's not, he's not tarnishing the show by any means, but he has not brought anything to keep me watching. You know what I mean? Chandler said they cut the show to make it seem like Conor punked him. Conor didn't punk him, though. I mean, dude, their exchange, like, you know what, JL? I fucking spit on their interactions. They've been so boring. Buddy, Jay, again, you're young, JL, so you don't know how amazing The Ultimate Fighter was back in the day. It fucking, if you think that like Chandler's putting on an entertaining performance in this show, dude, it's water. Like, you have seen nothing yet. And again, it's not just freaking Chandler. It's whatever. It's just the show is very, very awful compared to what it was. Like, long gone are the days of even Uriah Faber and Connor going at it. Koscheck and GSP's cut men. Not even GSP. Rampage and Rashad. Even Forrest and Rampage went at it a little bit. Tito and Shamrock. Even Chuck and Tito. BJ and Pulver. Fuck, man. Like, those were the glory days. What we have now is a big steaming pile of shit. What is up, RJ? Well, I'm glad on that sense, but I also feel sorry that you weren't living in the glory days and got to see the rest of the old school Ultimate Fighters. Because that's what I'm chasing. I'm chasing that feeling, JL, and it's gone. It's never coming back. It just ended, RJ, and it was on Fight Pass. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm a fight fan. Like, I'm gonna watch it. It's cool, but it's so not what we should have gotten. Not what it was. Not what saved the UFC. Not what we all fell in love with. Dennis Bazookas on Cage Fury FC. He should be in the UFC by now. Playing him bad. Well, do you think Robert and Kelvin's Ultimate Fighter was worth watching? When they were coaching or when they were on it? The show that Gastelum won, yes, that was a good season. Ronda against Misha, that was a good season for many reasons. The Robert Whittaker season Robert Whittaker was only an Australia one, so no, those off ones that they did weren't that good. Only the one Brazilian one with Silva and Chael was good, and then the Canada against Aussie was okay, but yeah, no, like, and we're talking about the real ones, JL. We're talking about the real ones. Old school UFC was the best. God, thanks, bro. Next time I'll try to catch it. Absolutely, dude. That was pretty quick. How many fights were on the card? Well, it went 3 hours. There were, I believe, 10 main card fights, and then there were a ton of amateur prelims as well. Oh, that I don't even remember that one, so I'm guessing the UFC didn't produce that one either. But that was towards the end. Like, I'd say around season 15 to 20 is when it started to like fall off big time. Put it this way, Jay, I don't even have to watch it, and I'm telling you, it's better than this one. You're looking through big muscle shark glasses, swooning over Chandler's beautiful frame and coaching mystique. Season 28, yeah, I mean, it probably wasn't good, but I guarantee it's better than this one. People love Robert. They choke his chicken, but man, he is boring. How can... Oh my goodness, this is fucking rich. I'm going to clip this, I think. JL says Robert Whittaker is boring. The guy who, let's be honest, almost beat Adesanya in that second one. A lot of people could make the argument that he did. He's saying that Robert Whittaker is boring, but he is a fan of Bilal and will say that Bilal is not boring. Interesting. I'm not going to clip it. I'm going to be as respectful as I can, but that is a fucking rich statement. Oh my goodness. You never cease to amaze me and make me smile, JL. Would you rather watch LFA or Cage Free FC? Might have to double screen if both are the same time. Friday. It's tough. I like them both. I like them both. Oh, on the Ultimate Fighter. Okay. Thank you for clearing that up, because I was like, that's fucking rich. Yeah, that again, I didn't even watch it. It was probably a shitty season. I'm guarantee it was better than this one. Guarantee it was better than this one. Oh yeah, no, thanks for clearing that up, because I was just gonna be like, oh my god, dude, come on. I mean, you're Izzy fan though, so like I wouldn't be surprised if you were like a Robert hater, because he does have a lot of haters. I don't know why. He's I like his style, because he fights a lot like how George St. Pierre fought. Now again, he's not George St. Pierre, but his fighting style is very much like, I mean, his stances, the way he uses his jab, his frame, right? But again, look, I like Chandler. I'm not saying this season's bad because of Chandler. You're making it seem like that's what I'm saying, brother. 10 fights in 2 hours, UFC take note, right? And they brought Jones in the cage to say what's up, and Anthony Pettis gave a quick shout out as well. Anyways, folks, this Bilal show has been brought to you by JL. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Until next time, UFC Ultimate Fighter on Tuesday. We're going to be doing a watch party. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We do live fight companions every single weekend, folks. Vote in the poll question. Every time that you join us, we'll have a live poll question throughout these streams. Again, like and subscribe. We're going to post more content this summer, more vlogs this summer, and more fight content as always. But we're guaranteed to do up to 6, minimum of 2 fight companions every single weekend. And we give live play-by-play, commentary, reaction, and interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat like tonight. This was barely the Anthony Pettis show. It was the Bilal show, brought to you by JL and Co. And look, we love interacting with all you folks in the live chat. Back on Tuesday for the Ultimate Fighter watch party, and then we'll announce the schedule for the for this next coming weekend. And yeah, and as always, folks, if there's any fight promotions that you want us to live stream cover on the channel, I know we had some requests for some octagons coming up. I know we had some requests for some other smaller promotions. Look, if we can find a stream, if it's on Fight Pass, if you have a link for it, hell, even if it's a pay-per-view and I got to spend like $5 or $10, hell, even 20 or so, like we do with Ryzen to watch it, we will 100% do it. We always want to take your feedback. JL talk about Izzy. Ripped him and said, I don't know why we bring, like, okay, sure. Peace, brother. We'll see you Tuesday. Yes, sir. Good night to you, Isha. He's passionate. Seriously, guys. Thanks, Diego, Foul1, JL, Activate A, RJ, Shane, one of our exclusive members, Marco, Brian, and Brittany for all the support you show this channel. And also shout out to you guys for being live front seat for this event and giving us some live notes and just what's been going on there, or what went down there live at that venue. Such a cool, intimate venue there. 2,000 people in that, like I said, in that intimate setting there. The GOAT was there and John Jones, Bilal Muhammad making appearance, one of the Antetokounmpos there as well. And they filled that small venue more than PFL filled theirs for the PFL 4 event that we covered on Friday. Shout out Benjamin, shout out Jacob loves THPN, Jack Eichel's biggest fan. Shout out to Benjamin. Who else joined us? Shout out to WTO MMA, whose training partner won tonight. Shout out to them. Shout out to West Coast. Thank you so much for joining West Coast. I said Brittany and Brian. Hernan, shout out to you guys. JD, thank you very much for joining, JD. Matt W. Shout out Matt W. Thank you so much for joining. Ice Viking. Shout out to you, Ice Viking. Shout out to all the Canadians yesterday who joined us in the chat. You know, JL, Ice Viking. We had so many Canadians join us yesterday, and the Canadians went 6-0 yesterday in the UFC. Ethan Calvert, thank you so much for joining Ethan on this stream here today. Appreciate you, buddy. Foul1, as always, and thank you so much for being exclusive member too. Hockey from Home said, what's up? Shout out to you, Hockey from Home. Thank you so much for joining. Alex Wendling came by and said, what's up? Guys, go support Alex Wendling. She has an awesome YouTube channel covering combat sports and jiu-jitsu as well. That is it tonight. Shout out to everyone who's joined us. We'll see you on Tuesday for the Ultimate Fighter watch party, and then back every weekend, folks, for Fight Companions. Have a great evening. Hope you folks had a tremendous weekend. The Bilal Show, we are out. Good night. Peace. Hope you all had a great weekend and have a great start to your week. We out of here, folks.
I'll defend you from all these arrows, and the sword I will keep you from danger. Let me be your shield.